Welcome to Pop Your Shit.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I appreciate y'all coming on to Kiki with me today.
Of course.
Kiki.
And I have some questions, some old questions and some new questions.
Oh, hell. She finna stress us out. Get ready.
Right.
I'm not going to stress y'all. It's fun. It's going to be light.
All
Okay,
right.
light work.
It's going to be fun. Okay. Okay. In all honesty, Bianca, was it that bad when I interviewed you?
Nah, it was fun.
See?
But you
It's going
did stress me out a little bit.
to be fun.
Okay, you trying to make me make decisions and stuff like that.
You're
Like,
going to have to make some more decisions. Get ready.
I
Buckle
already
up,
know.
Buttercup.
All right.
So let's introduce everybody. So to my right, in the box right next to me, we have Darrell. Next to her, we have Diaka, aka Books and Locks 90. Right below me, we have Jazz from Jazz Reeves. And in the center square, we have
Hey,
Joy
Jazzy.
Bug, aka Tyler. Is it Tyler? Because I be saying it wrong. Tyler.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, don't mind my nails, mind your business, okay? Next to her, we have Charmaine, aka Charmy Reeves 86. And below Jazz, that one right here who made the merch. We have Latoya Watts. Hey, welcome,
Thank
Hey.
you.
Welcome.
It's good to be back.
y'all. I'm so excited that y'all on here because I've been wanting y'all on here for a good minute. And I'm glad that and the reason why I'm saying this is because I understand what I'm doing a little bit,
Okay.
and I want to make sure that y'all experience what I experience.
Oh, the period.
So, welcome y'all.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Okay.
So,
Oh, hell.
so okay, and how we can go however whoever answer first is whoever answer first. I'm not picking out people. I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that.
Okay.
Um, my favorite movie is Brown Sugar. One of them. One of them. So, what made y'all fall in love with reading?
Reading for me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, reading for me has always been like a safe space for me. Like, I've been obsessed with reading since like grade school. Like, going to the book fair, like being at the library. Like, sometimes I used to spend like my summers, like my grandma would drop me off in the morning at the library. I stayed there all day till she get off work. And I'm just in there, having a good time reading on the computer and stuff like that. So reading just always been safe for me.
Yeah, I agree. I learned how to read from my mama. My mama was a big reader, and
Mm-hmm.
when my mom passed when I was 9, it was like something that I could hold on to. That was a part of her, something that she taught me.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back, it was a way for me to escape, the reality of the fact that she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And being a creative person, it was a way that I just kept it. I could imagine all of those worlds. So that was what made me fall in love with reading.
Mm-hmm.
Mine definitely was my sister. She also passed in 2015, but we used to read together. And so but like D, I remember being a young girl with the book fairs and stuff like that. But what really got me into reading was my sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Toya.
For me, I was told that I couldn't read, so I was more defiant. And I was like, I'm gonna show you that I can read. So when
Exactly.
the summer came and they had that little program where you get the little pizza, I just fell in love with it. Dude. I
The
couldn't let it
pizza
go.
program, loved it.
Yeah, the Pizza Hut, the person, look, you ain't getting there but a personal pan, but I was told that I couldn't do
That
it.
was that was
And
good
baby,
enough.
after that, my grandmama took me to the library, and I felt like I was inside the book. I felt
Yeah,
like I was Ramona because that's who I was reading at that time.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And then, start going to other stuff that I ain't had no business doing. But so
Yeah.
I was reading
yeah, I
when
was
I was
just
young, but my mom took me. Well, I used to go to the library a lot, and then I had my own little book club. We used to
Oh.
pass around in the middle school books. Well, I used to get the books, but they used to pass it around amongst each other, my little friends in middle school. Then mom started taking me to a black owned, woman owned indie bookstore in like the ninth grade. She was the only bookstore in the mall. She was
Wow.
the only one. And every time I go in there, mom bought me a book every time she got paid to support her in particular. She still took me to Borders, but she made sure that I went to that indie black woman bookstore and made sure I took the money up there, bought the books because she thought it was very important. So
I love that.
that's what's
yeah,
up.
loved
I
reading
think
everything.
mine was like my grandma raised me, and so she read all the time. And at the time, like I want to do everything my grandma did, so she was reading, I was reading. That's pretty much what that. And then graduated into other reading.
Right.
Well, for me, um, as I've probably told you guys before, my third grade teacher or second grade teacher told second or third grade teacher told my mother I couldn't read, and so my mother was like, "The hell you say?" She went and
Okay.
got me some tutors, and I might have struggled a little bit, but whose fault was it? My mother felt like she took part of the blame, but she also, she blamed some of that on the school because they did not tell her what was going on with me. She got me speed reading classes. She got me a tutor, and she made sure I knew how to read and comprehend. So after school was over and I became a young adult and I started dating them kids' daddy, my his oldest sister Janice was a big reader of. She's a big lover of black romance, the Harlequin romance. What was her name? Frances Ray, all of them. And so she started reading, and she was like, "Oh, you should read this," and I just fell in love all over again. So I've probably been reading since '94 consistently. And then I graduated from that. Remember how you used to send those books in the mail, the BT books in the mail? Baby, I was getting them in the mail every 2 weeks, every month. I was getting them books, and then I discovered Street Lit.
Mm-hmm.
And there she have it. The food
Like
came
you
out.
wrote.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my introduction into what made me fall in love with reading was actually my sister-in-law. My mama for pushing me to do it, and then my sister-in-law for saying, "Okay, this is what I'm doing, so you do this too."
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So, what made y'all start? And I'm not in the group right now today in this meeting. But what made y'all start this book club?
Why every
Me,
time? Okay.
The video, I remember seeing her video on my FYP page. I was just scrolling. I'm like, and then I stopped, and she was like, "I want to do a book club." And then I saw her video. I was like, I've been looking for a book club. Then she put the first book up. I said, okay, I think no, the second book. I think I called it the second book. I was like, okay, I'm about to let me save this. So I saved these video and I downloaded the book and I joined. And I was nervous too. I was like, I don't know if if she gonna like me or not. Like, what she gonna be like, girl, I want you to join. Then then she was like, yeah, come up. And then since then,
I remember
that's how
seeing that same video, and I was just like, I remember I saw it a little bit later too, and I was just like, is it too late? Can I still join? And she was like, of course. And I remember she sent me the book, and I was like, oh, am I gonna like that book? And yeah, anyway, and y'all know me. That first book was definitely it wasn't for me, but it might be for somebody else. However, I was just like, you know what though? It's like it's only like we're only reading books by other, Black people. And I was just like, you know what, I need to, because I mean, outside of book talk, it is, I mean, I've said it plenty of times to y'all, but outside of book talk, there wasn't really a whole lot of like, oh, yes, there's a wide array of Black authors that I know about.
Mhm.
And it's just like once, y'all started popping up, and I was just like, oh, they got Rex. Oh, they reading good books. And then here go Dianca with like, oh, yeah, I want to do a book club and I want to read all Black books. And I was just like, sign me up.
Right.
For
We
me,
be
I
like,
just
I can't.
walked right on in. I mean, I just happened to be. I remember I was in the parking lot at Publix, my pub sub, and I just happened to be scrolling and walked in on somebody, and I remember Dee was like, "Anybody read that book by Octavia Grant? You know the one, Dear Andrew?" And they were like, "No," like people were like, "No." I said, "I read it." I was in there just texting, and then she pulled me right on up. So, and I've been with them ever since.
I just remember seeing that video, and I was like, because my other book club I was a part of, we would only meet every week, once a week, and we would do it via Zoom. But not that I did not love my other book club, because I absolutely did, because it was co-ed for one. I loved that. So you always got a male and a female perspective. But I was like, well, they don't like some of the shit I like. I need some sweetness in my life. I need something different. I need the foolishness and the mayhem. And when I saw it was a book, I looked it through her catalog, her videos, and I was like, ooh, she likes some of the same stuff. Can I come? Can I come? And then,
Let me up.
but what got me, it was like, okay, I'm a little older. They might not vibe with me. I felt right on that home.
I think for me and my cousin had a fallout because I tried to do Atlanta Baddies Book Club here. And like these girls just was like just drama always stuff. So I was like, I'm not doing this no more. So I had finished the book that we were supposed to read was Fast. And I seen Beat that day and I was like, what you doing? And she was like, we in the book club, join us tonight. And I was like, girl, what you mean join y'all? How am I join y'all? She was like, just get online. So I got on and I've been stuck ever since. I ain't went nowhere. And
Oh, speaking of joining, I think that our other member, I think she's just joined,
Hold on.
Candace.
Oh,
Candace.
Hey, Candace.
yeah,
Hey, Candace.
They pretty mad about how
I don't see her.
Why y'all see her?
Oh, there she go. There she go. I see her.
Oh, I see her now. Okay.
She said, "Hey,
Hey, Candace.
Hey, Candace.
hey, Candace."
Okay.
I came later on. I was online like the other girls, and you all was sprinting, and it was late, and I was just scrolling, and then I think I liked it or made a comment, and D had invited me up, and like Jazz, I was like shit. But I got up, and that was my first time sprinting, and it was, I can't remember what book it was. I think it was a Misha Mish book, and I was hooked after that because again, I've been reading, but I wasn't reading like you all, and it was just I just got hooked. Everybody was so welcoming, and I've been on it since August with the ladies, like nonstop.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the shenanigans that go on in this book club. Listen, Darrell.
What do you mean? We don't have shenanigans.
Darrell, like what?
Listen, Darrell. Fooling with Darrell.
You gonna be broke.
To be broke.
Not you gonna be broke.
Bunny teeth.
First of all, Darrell be like, it's such and such event. It's a book box here. It's such and such having half off.
Such and
You
such
gonna
got
be in
30% off. Such and such got
Listen, did you
50%
see
off.
the special edition? And my fool ass, swipe. I'm not fooling with Darrell no more. Then she tried to have the nerve. Let's get into this, and then we'll go back into the entertainment questions. Then she had the nerve to say, "I'm not as bad as you when I go to bookie." The lies you tell. Darrell buy books every day. Then she had her girl math. The girl math was not mathing.
Do it, girl. Do it.
Well, my pre-orders don't count.
Listen,
I just want
She
to
think
say,
about it
She
too.
only
She
bought
think
two
about it.
books by
I just
her
want to say,
calculation.
y'all two up there be cutting up. Y'all
I would
two
hold on, wait.
together.
I would have to say that the girl math on the pre-orders checks out though.
That's because you
No,
cut it too, girl.
That's
That's
valid.
money.
That
Wait,
ain't
that's
Pre-ordered
crazy.
money
two.
that's
Wait a minute,
already
no, no.
spent.
I pre-ordered two. I counted up how much money I spent. I know I lost my mind. I know this. Somebody got to tell me. But the rail said, but I mean, by all intents and purposes, this money goes, this goes to Charmy, this goes to Bianca, this goes to such and such, blah, 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 blah. I only bought two books. I know you fucking lying.
I know you
I
fucking
had to fill
lie.
up this car by myself.
I mean,
Y'all saw the trunk of that car, right?
Yes.
pre-orders do not count. The money is already spent.
Listen.
It's already gone.
You know what
It's
is
already
factored into the book event budget is the money that you spend while you're there.
I agree.
Well, you spent more than two books.
I did. I spent about $200.
Darrell.
Darrell. We know that.
She's saying while she was there, pre-orders don't
We're
count.
not talking about the pre-orders.
We're not talking about the pre-orders.
No, Darrell.
My
For
life.
real.
The most
So your
is
own
happening in
home
my
gas
life, and I just
was
live.
more than $200.
Huh? Wait, what?
Your own hand cash was more than $200. That's
She
what we
might have
at.
spent $200 in cash.
I don't bring cash. So
The purse was open. Once Darrell opened that purse, she
listen,
go put some damage on there.
this
The
is
white.
how I justified it. Okay, so this is how I justified it. My budget walking in was $200 because I had pre-ordered most of my books, right? Okay, so if I see something, I want it, right?
That's right.
But when I got there, out of the $200 that I budgeted, the authors, their books were much cheaper, or they didn't have all the books that I wanted, right? So I put that money back into the. So like if I said, Misha, I budgeted $150 for her, but her books were only $80. So that extra money went to somewhere else. Okay. Now I also have a backup card that it's not a part of the budget, but it's extra. So
Just
yeah, I
in
used
extra.
that. I used it. So in my mind, see, it's not counted. In my mind,
Girl
only
math.
spending $200 that were budgeted. That extra money wasn't counted. It's off the books.
Off the
It's
books.
off the books. It's
Not
underneath
off
the
the
counter.
books.
It's like
She
if I
said
got
what she
chips
said.
underneath the counter. Girl math. I'm sorry.
It's off the
big.
books.
So if that makes you feel better, that's fine. But I counted up mine. I said, Darrell.
It's off the books.
It's off the books.
Not.
I counted up how much I spent.
And listen to
Romance Fest,
you.
and I had it in my Excel spreadsheet, and I deleted it. I said I don't need that kind of mess in my life. I already spent.
You didn't. You didn't.
See, Nicole, I told them I'm going to spend get 5 books at Southern Hearts.
She gonna get more than
We
that.
started out with 3, so now that we're at 5, we're doing much better.
We're gonna be at 10.
Yeah, we're trying to get her to a 10.
We're gonna be at 10 soon.
She said no.
First, by the way, my mind is set up. I just blacked out. I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to say anything. I walked to that first tape. I went to India Tea Northfleet. I said, give me 7 of those. I turned around, looked at that, and I was like, I want all of that. The rest
See,
was like,
I think once Boozy Book Tour come to Vegas, I think I'm gonna get a lot of books. So I feel like
home.
my car will probably I could just drive.
I feel like you could justify it because like what you would pay for flight and room
True.
and whatnot, that could just roll all into book budget.
Yeah,
That's fact.
I sent home 4 boxes of books.
damn.
About to do the same.
4
I remember.
boxes.
I remember Darrell. telling us she was like, I think Nicole bought everything that was here.
And did. But I was right behind her.
Y'all need a special VIP section. The people who be
Right.
y'all need a section like what you call that? The pre-check. How to pre-check? Y'all need a pre-check section. Go ahead, move them to the
The
side.
book
They the
convention
VIP
pre-check.
of the book events. Okay,
They're gonna be like, "Here come the rail."
right. Open. You know she gonna buy the table out.
They know they got a sale with me.
You right.
You right.
They got one with me too.
You right.
This is for all the times I went to book all
Thelma and
the
Louise.
non-black authors that I read, all the times that I went to the library.
That's right.
For the last 10 years when I ain't know nothing.
We making
about
up.
I support it.
Lewis's or the Sharice.
The Real and the Cold theme song is just throw it in the bag.
Right. Right.
First of all, no. But okay, so let me have y'all hollering. I said, Darrell, I need to go get a cart or something because I know I can't carry all this stuff. Girl, so I get there and you know me, I was like, oh, I got to put it together. That's okay. I'll take it back to Walmart. I got in that line. They was like, go get the cart. We'll help you put it together. So I went back to the car. I said, let me just put it together. So it took me a little minute, but I got it together.
Mm-hmm. Child.
I had, them little Asian carts. It's about this thick. I'll say about this, like this long together. Probably, it was big. Child, I had one basket. I said, oh, I got to make a drop to the car.
We did.
Damn.
And we'll come back. I had a second basket full of books. Shannon said, God damn it, bitch, where are you going with this shit? Where's you going with this shit? Did you remember you told me to mail this? And I was like, yeah. She said, I got you, friend. I got you, friend. But friend, are you serious? No.
Serious.
You know how you go through something and you it's a whole black abyss? That's what it felt like.
Lord.
I told you, it feels like you've been in there for days. When you come out, you're like, today drained me. when me and Sharpie were at Southern Hearts, today drained me.
Hold on, wait. Southern Hearts felt like supermarket sweep.
Right.
Not supermarket sweep.
Look, it's Darrell. I remember calling Darrell. Darrell was like, y'all on the way? Because it's already people here. Like the line is almost around the building. And it was like 30, 45 minutes until, it was about to open. And then as soon as the doors open, people start moving in. Of course, people start like grabbing books. And I'm just like, okay, we're going this place. We're going this place. We're going that place. We're going this place. And I remember calling Candace on the phone. All right, do you want such and such a book? Such and such ain't got no book. Such and such almost got, it's almost sold out. But and I'm literally running, or it felt like supermarket sweep. I felt like I needed a prize at the end of that.
Listen, all I'm saying is, Jaquel is going to be at one of them damn events. I need cross him too, so I need somebody to get that. I will Cash App you. I will Venmo you. I will Zelle you, whatever your requirement is. And I will send the mailing stuff. I need cross him too. If she got Goon, I need that.
Who you telling, girl?
I need Staten Island Love. I got the story, but not the letter. I need whatever the one I don't got. I will make sure you know which one's what. I need about $5.
Well, go ahead and put it in the group chat. We got you.
Right.
I do. I need that in my life.
Is her pre-orders still open for
No.
Black Romance? Oh,
But
well then,
one thing Jock gonna do is she gonna have some extra books.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not,
she might have
we're gonna be in
extra.
Chicago.
I just said she going to Chicago too.
I was say, look, there's Chicago, and then like a week and a half later, there's Southern Hearts. So,
Well, she
We
going to
got you.
Chicago. I need that in my life.
And they also going to Arlington. Well, no, she's not gonna be there no more.
I'm just telling you what I need. I need that
We're
in
gonna
my
make sure you get it.
Period. She said,
Right.
Sure.
I'm telling you, if anything, this is a good network because we got all the
That's
coasts
true.
covered. So whoever's going where, you just let us know, and we got you.
Cause Darrell been coming in the clutch.
But
Okay.
hey, what I tell you, she coming to clutch.
Up.
Listen, she get
My
the
home
MVP.
girl.
Pre-orders.
Well,
Like, she should be
especially
like,
how she wrapped up my books.
Yeah.
She bubble wrapped the books and
Listen,
then
she don't
peanuts.
play.
Like she put the packing peanuts in there with my books.
I know for a fact she Jaquel number one shopper.
No, but when we got to the
Yeah.
line, listen, when we got there, her husband, he was gonna talk a little smack. He was like, God damn, your order's so big. Josh said, not too much on that one. Not too much.
Not too much on my
Not too
girl.
much. She said, and she was serious. She looked at him like, I
Look,
will
that's
kill
the
you.
money right
Stab you
there.
in your throat. Not too much on that one. But
We
okay.
come.
So, question: how important are book events for book readers and book club? As a reader, how important is it for you guys?
Very,
Very.
Like really important. Like it kind of take you back to like I said, we was in grade school, the book fair. But
It should,
now
Darrell.
we got adult money and we got way more things that we can buy, and it's like black authors. Like, come on now. It's important. We need. I'm happy that more events are, they're creating more and more big events and stuff like that because I feel like people need to know. Like they try to act like black people don't read, but look at these book events. Like these authors are selling out. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's like really important.
And as a person, I'm the only person that have not been to a book event yet out of everybody.
That's right, huh?
I didn't
So
know that.
I'm the only person that have not. I haven't been to one yet. I will be attending my first one at Southern Hearts, and I'm very nervous about it. So I can speak to the fact that one, I'm very nervous. Two, a little scared,
Don't be.
but I feel like it will push me to actually get out the house and do something, and be around people that like what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I will say this to you guys. You will be in good hands because the girls are not going to let you, if they feel like it's too overwhelming with you, they are good at identifying what's going on. Hey, let's go outside and get some air.
Yeah.
Or let's go take a break. Let's go to the bathroom. Or let's go find some food. Whatever it is, the girls are really good at identifying things, especially Darrell. She's not gonna let you out. I remember I was hungry. She was like, "Come on, let's just go eat. Let's go eat." It's never like you gotta. They can just look at your face and you be like, "Okay, she need a breather. Let's go outside."
Cause I go sit the
I
foot
think
down.
you will be in good hands with the girls, whether you buy something or not. If it gets too overwhelming with you, somebody gonna make sure you okay. That's the one thing I love about this group.
Yeah, cause we'll go sit down.
Yeah, we'll go sit down. We'll go outside.
Go outside, get some food.
It's gonna be hot as hell, but okay, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be good. We got you.
PJ 8:30. How did we find out about these events? Darrell do a lot of research.
I put get you a Darrell.
But also
She be saving us for real.
yes, but also Jaleesa reads on IG.
Book me there.
Book me there on IG. That's another place to find out about all the events because she posts about events. Also, if you just go into some of the authors' lives, they post. If some of your favorite authors, they will post on their page where they're at.
Yeah.
And follow Storm as well. She posts about her book events and stuff too.
Yes.
If you don't know who that is.
I get my stuff from
Threads
Jaleesa,
has a
but
lot of information on there as well.
I will also repost them on my IG as well. But yeah, I would say my biggest source is Facebook and Jaleesa Reads. Yeah. And then AA Lewis also has a page on Gray as well. I was on her website earlier today.
Yes.
But that's what's up.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That is
usually I'm seeing them
Few
through people on
events.
here.
Yes. So just make sure you're following those key people. I just repost.
I
But
repost.
I am too having an event, but we can talk about that later. So again, so these book events are so important. How important? Okay, so we've gone to some events where the authors are not so nice, and then we've been to some events. It's like,
Hey, girl.
beautiful. So
Yeah.
how do you guys deal with that?
I think for oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the first time that I experienced a not so nice author, I had to, kind of sit back and just realize that, not everyone is going to be like that welcoming, to you. But that really is, in my opinion, maybe like 2% of it. Most
Yeah.
of the authors are so nice, so kind. We also have to remember that they're people too, and also remember that, before they were writers, they were readers just like we are, introverted, and they may have just not crossed over to that, we're so excited to see them, and and I believe most of them are excited to see us too, but they also have to get over that introvert, and just remind yourself that, that's just how it is. That some people are just introverted and they don't know how to, so you just enjoy getting the books.
Yeah.
I think that it can be like sometimes if you meet somebody, especially if it's somebody that you read several books or that you bought several books from, and you go to talk to them and they're a little standoffish. I think sometimes it can make you feel like kind of a way. But like Darrell said, it's just like sometimes you just have to like take it for what it is. And I think being on social media is it can be good as much as it can be bad because a lot of times you will see an author and they have talked about like their social anxiety or them trying to be a little more social, stuff like that, but then sometimes you get those people that just aren't nice.
Yeah.
But I will say though, for me, a lot of times I haven't read somebody, and I mean like my first book event, I went by myself, and it was actually like in other side event, and like I don't consider myself like around strangers to be, super duper extroverted or anything like that. But I remember going around to like a lot of people's table and it's like, oh, so what's your book about? What's your book about? What's your book about? And I ended up like the event that I went to, I had never read any of those ladies' books. I had spent about $200 though, because like some of them hella good salesmen. And if you are wanting to like if you're wanting to be in that space, you're wanting people to read your work, you're wanting people to pick up your book, especially if you're at a book convention. It's like I understand that everybody is not the super friendly type. Everybody is not the, like want to be your best friend type. But sometimes you just got to turn it on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We experienced, an author at the Boozy Book Tour, and I remember, at the meet and greet, I was sitting next to her, and I just turned over and started talking to her, and we just got to talking. I found out that she lives in the same state, and the next day she, really was like, "Thank you so much for talking to me and having a conversation with me," and I just you have to realize that some of them are just afraid of approaching us just as much as we're afraid of approaching them. You know,
Right.
we're all in this together at the end of the day.
I feel like it's a difference between like being I guess introvert because I'm introverted myself, but you would never see me like being rude to people just because.
Right.
So there's
I
a
think it's a
difference
difference.
between being introverted and being rude. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we get it. Everybody is human. Like
Yeah.
I respect that. But if you being rude like that, that's not an excuse. Especially when we're here. The main reason is for us to come here and to support you. But how can I support you if you being nasty to me?
Right.
So
Or
that's why I
stand.
feel like it's just a difference between being introverted and a little standoffish than
Yeah.
being rude. Because you can be standoffish. Some people need time to, like, you know what I'm saying? To like, but being rude, that's unacceptable.
It really is.
Now,
I,
what
I
I
think I
will
think you
say,
said that well.
yes, very well, because girl, listen. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know my mouth is a little flip. But what I will say is this: for authors and for readers, when
Hmm.
you go to a book event, this is a great opportunity to find authors new authors.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity to find other books outside of the same normal books that everybody is recommending. You never know. It might be the book, it might be the one. It might be that book that you've been like, girl, I couldn't put it down. But you have to give some of these newer authors a chance, because if you don't, and then you get into this reading slump, and everybody was like, girl, I don't know why you not one, because I done read XYZ. You have missed out on the opportunity to read other good words. So just, I'm asking, not you guys, but readers who are listening to this, authors who are listening to this, that you open your mind a little bit more and take the opportunity just to go greet a new author. Authors, take the opportunity to greet a new reader. Tell them about your books, because when I met Danielle Allen, even though she's very seasoned, I've read some of her work, there were 3 books I've never read. And it was so interesting to me, and it actually turned out to be a good book. It was an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe. It was her take on it. And when I tell you, that book was so good. So
Yeah, share that with me.
Exactly. Yes, I will. I will definitely.
I feel like the also another thing is like it's the book events are a good place to like find out about new authors, but it's also a good place to like congregate with like people that are into the same things that you're into. You might, you know what I'm saying, like meet someone, a friend or something like that, or even like your internet friends. Like most of us are going to Southern Hearts. So it's like it could just really be it could really be just like so much fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we're gonna have a good time. And we also gonna, buy some books, you know what I'm saying, have a little fun.
Have a little kiki.
Right. It could be like an unofficial girls trip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's like, and with like the exciting thing was, I remember last year, actually meeting Darrell in person. I was like so excited about that. And I mean, like the friends that I've had prior to, like they just thought she was the sweetest thing. And I remember like when I got back and I had made, a couple posts, and I had a couple people was like, oh yeah, I see you read with your book club, or, like, oh yeah, I saw you there, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, me and my 5 little followers, bother me, please. Like, you know who I am, bother me, please.
Wait a minute. The highlight for me was we were sitting at breakfast, me and Darrell, we were at in Tulsa, and we were just sitting there, girl, I don't know what we were talking about, but whatever we were talking about, we probably shouldn't have been talking about. But we was in there gossiping or whatever, and just having a little kiki. And the lady said, and she looked familiar to me. I was like, she looked familiar. So Darrell didn't say nothing, so I don't know. He said, are you booked and busy? I said, bitch, I have made it.
I have arrived.
I have been recognized, and it happened to be T. Lynn.
Yes.
I told Darrell, I said, bitch, I made it. He said, I started to call you a bitch, but girl, I made it.
That is so funny to me.
I think
but to be recognized, and for when you take the time, and I'm not saying that all authors don't, but when you take the time to talk to us, like when we got to Jaquel's table, she already knew who we was. You didn't have to say nothing to her because she already knew. She spoke, she was gracious, but she also kept it moving. That's divine. When I tell you she hugged on me and I hugged on her, I felt like that was my best friend at that particular moment. Masterpiece. Remember we was at brunch and she poured into me. She didn't light into me like some authors did, but it's okay. But she poured positivity in me. That's her personality. So when she was like, oh no, we can't leave here without no picture. Okay. I can take a picture. And for the readers that were there, remember, because I went through the line, I'm gonna post that too. When we went through the line, I was like, okay, who you come to see, and blah 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 blah. I just took it upon myself just to get a little bit of footage of outside in the parking lot, and it was such a good time because I met them 3 ladies from San Francisco. They bought How many pre-orders, Darrell?
The sister herself had 79 pre-orders.
Damn. That sound like you, Darrell.
Right.
No, 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 and no.
She
She
had the
might have
big
bought them out.
wagon.
They bought way because they were still buying books outside
Yeah.
of the 79 pre-orders.
Wow.
She had the big wagon too.
Damn.
She had the big wagon.
Full to the brim. One of the younger sister was like, I ain't gotta buy no books. I'll just go over to their house.
I'ma just read her library.
Right. Go check out her book.
They had to carry all that stuff back to San Francisco with them.
Damn. I wonder how many boxes they had to ship in.
No, they didn't ship. They put them in their luggage.
Oh damn.
Whoa.
The damn luggage.
It was 3 of them.
Check.
Wow.
But if you think about it, if they took 2 luggages
A piece.
of just books
Yeah.
and carried on their clothes, then they can do it. That's how I did it the last time.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
I don't know if I'm gonna get away with it this time.
I'm driving.
No.
You gonna have
For
too
me,
much.
I feel like if this is just me, you don't have to hug me. I'm not a big hugger, anyways. Like I hug, but you don't have to hug me. You could speak. That's fine. You standoffish. I'm standoffish. That's fine. My thing is being rude for no reason. If I'm rude to you, of course, you have every right to be, rude back.
Right.
But if I'm not, or if I know for a fact that my book club or my book people had bad experiences with you, that makes me not want to buy.
Thanks, good girl.
Now, I'm one reader. Imagine if you rude to one reader with a 70, 80 member book club, and she like, oh no, let me tell you my experience. That's 80 people that she just told you that she had a really bad experience from you, and it bad experience. Now, on the flip side, as a reader, I'm not demanding nothing from my authors. You give me the books, I buy the books, keep it pushing. I'm not gonna ask you where the next book. You give it to me. You don't. I'm gonna wait patiently. Now we have that type of relationship where you like, my DMs is open. Now I've had authors is like, if you have any questions, my DMs open. That's fine because you have said you're welcome to my DMs. You opened the invitation. You said it. I've never said I'm gonna be in your DMs. You said if you had any reaction, come to my DMs. See, that's different. It depends on the relationship you have with that author. I personally, I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to DM you. But if I feel like I have a good experience with you, I might not even say nothing. I'm not going to post about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just not going to buy. And if my book bestie slide in my DMs and ask, I'm going to tell my story and move on. And a lot of people don't understand that you may not get a post online, but guarantee you in them group chats, in them IG DMs,
Geneva.
readers,
Conversation is flowing.
Conversations is happening.
Text messages.
So you might not see it online, which y'all feel like don't post about it, don't say fine. But understand
People
that
talk.
those conversations are still happening, whether it's behind the camera or not. They are still saying how they have bad experiences.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
So please don't say that because they are saying that. And then don't come online and say nobody read my books. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Valid.
And you might be wilding out on Facebook. Nobody's commenting, nobody's saying nothing, but people are on IG in them group chats with their book club saying, "Oh, I'm not getting no books from her."
Unfortunately, I have had some bad experiences with some authors, and it's just disappointing because I don't expect an author to fawn over me when I see them. I respect people's boundaries. There have been authors that have been lackluster, and I understand that they're a little introvert, and I still buy from them because they weren't rude to me. I just wasn't it. You know what I mean? I still buy. I go in and pick up my books and I move it along, and I'm kind to them. But to be rude, you don't know how much, like Jazz is saying, we are saying that we do have a very strong book club, and I give you grace, but there are some people who won't give you that grace, especially when it comes to our Black indie authors.
Some people
already have it against them. We
Exactly.
As a big book club, we're trying to support you. We come to those events. I live in Florida. went to have not been in Florida at all. I have gone to Tulsa. I have gone to South Carolina. I have been to Texas. I'm going to Texas again this year. Chicago, New York, twice in Atlanta. I am paying for airfare, room and board, food, and I'm pre-ordering and buying books when I get there. When I get there, don't be rude to me. Don't be
Right.
disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Because and don't be rude and disrespectful to my friends as well. You know, because I promise you, the purse will get closed forever.
And that's
And
the
Because I
thing.
mean, at books start adding up, and they ain't cheap. You know how many tacos I could buy for the books that I be buying?
Right. You know. So,
I am too, A. Lewis. But you know what? I look at it like this, and this is my take on it. As like a vendor, so to say, right? You are showing up to work because you're trying to sell. We not friends. We don't know each other. So again, we don't gotta hug. We don't even gotta be like, "Hey, girl, hey." But you are at work, right? So and again, I experienced secondhand. But when you are being quote unquote rude to people who's coming to again look at your table or browse around because you are at work, right? It is very off putting. And it is very like, you know what, I ain't about to spend my coin. But again, I don't think as readers, now some people might teach his own, but I don't think we are expecting the authors to be, hey girl, hey, because we don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Yeah.
But when we do approach, hey, like, how are you? These are my books. This is what I have to offer. Versus
Right.
I could do without
Especially
it.
after you
I would
spent so
rather
much
you just
money.
go into talking about your books. Like if I walk up and say, "Oh, have you read this?" You don't even have to just go into, "Oh, have you read this?" I'm like, "Oh, I read this."
Kindness is
They're like, "I
free.
never read that." Then that's fine. Go into because I would rather you like even if you nerds, because I'm really introverted. Even if you nerds, just get to talk about books, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that book because
That's what
And
she
you
Mo
know
needs to
what?
Flames did
tell.
with us at Tulsa.
Yeah.
I never read her book. I didn't even know her as an author. Me and Darrell was together. She went over there. She was talking to Mo, and I'm like, "What's this about?" She went down her whole line. I said, "Click, click, 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 click. Damn, these is good." You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard of her before, but she sold me those books
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
spot. And me and my cousin that came, who is also like a new reader, we brought those books right there on the spot.
yeah.
I
Or
think
I did
even if you
uh
don't have books to sell, it was some people that don't. I'm gonna give you a card because it's my book right here. Please go online. Go. Here's my website. I don't
No,
have
they
books
better
on
be
me
having
right
books to
now,
sell at a book
but
event.
this. No, I'm just saying at the last one because weather stuff happens. Like people, and you gotta sometimes you gotta pivot and be like, okay, I don't have my books on me because of the weather, but here's my website. Please buy directly. I don't have them on site. Whatever. I would rather stand in front of you, click on the site, and be like, oh, I don't have to carry it in my luggage. I could just ship it to my house. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Stuff happens. But to turn your back and stuff like that, it's like, that's
but even on
no.
the
And
other
on the
side,
flip
like even
side,
if you're
readers too.
having those like bad interactions, like on the other
Take a
side, if
break.
you're
Take a
having those
lunch
good
break.
interactions, the good interactions can, you know what I'm saying? Like they can really benefit you too. Because I last year at Seven Hearts, I had never read an RB Penn book before. I had never met her before, and I remember walking by, me and my girls, we all walking by, and I'm looking, and I'm just like, oh, and like because her cover looked interesting, and she got to talking, and she was like, I will say this, I will say it to the cows come home. She was so friendly. And I mean, like she didn't have to be as friendly as she was, but she was so friendly. She took pictures with us. Like again, I bought 3 books from her. I had never read her books before. And every single time somebody is just like, oh, like how's your interaction with authors, blah, blah, blah. She's always one of the ones that I talk about that I had like a really positive interaction with because again, that lady didn't know me from a can of paint. And she like it wasn't like buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. It was like genuinely being friendly and I I like your energy. Let me give you some money.
And that interaction, like what RB Penn did with you, and then what she did for Darrell, because Darrell had a bad experience. You go, I just downloaded 2 of her books, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy her books at Southern Heart. That interaction with them two, just be like, okay, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy her books, or I'm gonna go out my way to make sure that I post about her books, the books that I read,
Right. It's just
because
like we have
that
those
means,
conversations
yeah,
about like, well, such and such like wasn't nice, blah blah blah. We also have those conversations about those authors that
Yeah.
do take their time to, hey,
Yeah.
like
Because
thank you
word of
for
mouth.
stopping by, thank you for looking, thank you for your it doesn't even have to be like super over the top,
no,
but just those positive interactions, people are talking about those too.
Yeah.
and understanding when y'all sit up here, when people come in and be like, I only see the same people being pushed. Look at the reasons why.
Yeah.
If I have good experience with RB Penn, ML Bash, whatever, if I had good experience with them, it don't even have to be long. I'm not asking you to be engaged. I'm not asking you to be friends. I'm just in passing.
Yeah.
You have good interaction with them, even if I'm commenting on their posts, I'm reposting. Authors be, because I'm over there on IG with our book club. Authors be in my message. Thank you for reposting. I'm reposting all of their stuff to our book club turn-on. They be like, thank you. You don't even have to. They don't even have to do that. And I'll be like, yeah, you're welcome. But that interaction in of itself can boost you up. You don't even have to make it long. You don't have to go out your way. Just thank you for reposting and keep it moving. And then I will constantly be like, "Oh, you ever read this person, that person, this person?" Because and people be complaining and say, I only see the 10, 15 people say, you got to understand the reason why.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the audacity that some of these readers have with the authors?
They be doing
No.
too much.
Let me chime in
It's
on
too
that
much.
one. Let me chime
Too
in on
much.
that one.
Way too
First
much.
of all, these people need to get a damn life.
Yeah.
They need to
Absolutely.
get some real friends and
Yeah.
go sit down.
Yeah. Because it's embarrassing.
Because the audacity you have over someone else's life,
Yeah.
Nice. No.
it takes my breath away. And for then you to come onto this internet and say it out loud to the masses, it's like, what is wrong with you?
But you know what gets me, and this is going to piggyback off of what Charmy was talking about earlier about social media being good and negative at the same time, is that we have so much access to a lot of our favorite authors, and people think that they are entitled
You
to
don't know
be
them.
plum assholes. I'm like, are you jumping into Kennedy Ryan's box? Are
She
you
probably gets
jumping
some crazy
into?
stuff.
I mean, see, they probably do. I'm not saying that they are completely immune, but are you jumping into Tia Williams, Jasmine Guillory? Like, I mean, we can go on the other side too. Are you giving these other traditionally published authors the
Yeah,
same
people feel
energy
entitled.
that you do our indie authors? Our indie authors are out here writing because they enjoy writing, probably making pennies to the dollar, still holding down a full-time job, still being a wife, still being a mother, still being a sister, still being a daughter, still doing everything to everybody like we all do. And then we as authors think that, I mean, as readers, think that we have the right to harass them. Like I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
That's why I keep my boundaries like very strict. That's why I would have no desire to be an author, but people wouldn't like me as an author. I mean, I will still get people, but I feel like my author page, my personal page, 2 separate pages. Never
True,
bleed.
true.
And
I
I
will
like
have my author page and my group page strict guidelines. Don't even and my author's page where I have like readers group. It wouldn't get that big.
And
It
then
would
I
be a
feel
small
bad because I feel like
well,
these authors feel like it's almost like they feel like, okay, well, I don't want to make my readers mad, because like, okay, I'm putting my books out there. I want people to read my books. So it's almost like they're walking around on eggshells and not setting those boundaries sometimes because they don't want to come across as standoffish. They don't want to come across as rude. But at the end of the day, you are still a person.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
you
a
have
such
to
thing
protect yourself.
as boundaries. We do not have the right like if I order a book, right, and most of the time, I say in my experience, like I order stuff knowing well ahead of time that it may be 6 to 8 weeks before I get said item. Okay, I know that going in. Like I'm not gonna place the order, then 3 weeks later, I'm like, where my stuff at?
Yeah. When you already
Like,
know what it is.
especially the authors that go on here and they communicate. There are authors that have newsletters that
Yep.
you can subscribe to. Like, it's not, but we don't do our own work. We just want stuff to be handed to us. No, baby, go read that newsletter in your inbox. Go to her author page and search in the little search bar, because I guarantee you the question that you have asked, 20 other people have asked. In this day and age, and this internet, people do not do their own research, and it's annoying as fuck. I'm sorry.
Hey,
So
Shannon.
annoying.
I'm people.
Hey, Shannon. Look, she said,
Hey.
I'm
Okay, so let's turn this around a little bit because we done got a little.
Yeah, because the people gets on my nerves.
I get passionate about that because it's annoying, and I have
It
to
is,
remove
and no world. It
myself
needs
because I
to be
get
said.
mad.
No,
I get mad.
Annoying.
no, but the reason why I asked it is because it needs to be said. It needs to come from a reader's perspective, not from an author's perspective, but a reader's perspective. That some of these readers, you out here doing the whole most coos as my kids
Because
say.
now we had Jaquel not even wanting to post when her book when her book's coming out, because these stupid readers are being plumb assholes.
Get
Hey,
there.
Sister Harlem.
And how many and with that whole situation, how many times how many times you see somebody popping off about some real ridiculous stuff in her group, or on TikTok about her books. And I've said to Darrell plenty of times, like I'm with Jazz. They wouldn't like me as an author because I mean us in this group, we buy books. I would snatch my stuff off KU so bad. If you don't like it, baby, you can buy it then. Like you could buy it for real.
See, if I was author, you will only get novellas for me.
Hey,
Okay,
Kenya.
you would not get no full novels. I
Hey,
will put
Kenya.
novellas on there on purpose.
Sorry.
Hey, Janaya.
Like
Hi,
I'm gonna step
Janaya.
off my pedestal. That's just I'm like Daybud. Like that's just something that I just feel really passionate, and I just yes.
But it needs to be said. I like when authors hear a reader's perspective on things like this. I also like when the conversation, because I feel like readers and authors alike need to hear from our perspective what it is and not be inhibited in
I
saying
think it's
what
tomfoolery.
Yeah.
I just think it's straight up
Protect your
foolery.
peace.
Like I said, the
Set your
audacity.
boundaries. If an author comes to me and asks me what they can do, set your boundaries, protect your peace. Period.
Yeah.
Right, because you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't even owe them a damn book unless they bought it already.
Right.
Exactly.
And now unless they bought already.
Because what's for you will not pass you by. Don't water yourself down trying to appease these entitled people just because you want them to read your book. Baby, trust me, the right group will read your books and will promote your books.
Yeah.
Just be you.
We do be promoting now.
And you never know who this person, like, okay, just like, let's take Micah, for instance. So I read The Bishop first, right?
Yes.
I said, all right, book club,
Yes, you did.
I need y'all to read this on a messy Monday. I know it's a little bit over the pages, but I need y'all to read this. From it was 2,000 people at the time, to y'all 2,000 at the time, to hey Britt, read this to her 200,000 at the time. You never know who.
Right. And the connection. Because one thing my experience is with our book group and then everybody else's connections, we all, like, I be on everybody live, okay? Like and share, support. I be like click click click, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I know y'all well enough. They rocking with you, booked and busy. They rocking with me. Automatically, I'm like, I'm support. You know what I'm saying? Darrell come up, she do her thing. Everybody like it. Guess what I'm doing? I'm liking and following too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's one community.
Yeah.
And I don't know everybody. Like I said, I'm fairly new, but when I see them on yours or yours, I'm like, yup, click, like, share, follow. I be in everybody's, when they be on their lives, I be on their commenting, supporting. They invite me up, and I'll be like, not right now. I can't do it right now. But I'm there. I'm in the comment. I'll be at my desk, honey, put my earbuds in. I'll be on them lives, listening, liking, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have formed a community. And when you come on or anybody come on with a rec, we gonna read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all might not agree with it, but guess what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna
read
let's
it.
get this
And we
book.
always, the
discuss
thing
it.
about this group is that it's always respectful.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we don't agree, we just don't agree. We don't be getting into those long, drawn ass arguments. It don't be no drama about it. We just don't fucking agree.
We'll have a nice debate now. We'll have a nice
It's gonna be spirited.
But it'd be fun though. It'd be fun though.
But it don't never be no harm.
Oh yeah, it's never no disrespect. Like,
it's gonna
I
be
can't see
spirited.
myself. Right. We be passionate about things sometimes, but it ain't gonna never be no disrespect at all, ever.
Right.
We don't do drama.
What I love the most about our group is that each and every woman in our group, they stand on their principles and their standards and their morals and how they feel about things, but they also consider other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of being friends with people and having a large group, is to learn someone else's perspective. We don't all have to be the same, but we can kind of consider other people's perspective.
Yeah.
That's how you grow as a person. I have very strong opinions, but I'm never going to disrespect my friends.
Right.
Even when we're having a back and forth about something and we disagree about it, I really do be thinking about this after the live. Like 2 days later, I'll be like thinking about it. I'm like, well,
I'll be asleep.
Remember what she said. Me and her were arguing back and forth about this character and what she did. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to really sit back and think about my perspective on this. I think about those things because I value your perspective, even if I don't agree with it.
Right.
But I like the fact that the women are very strong and they don't let people push them over.
Yeah.
We're all very strong personalities. None of us are pushovers, but I love the respect and I love the difference of opinion.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a book club.
Right.
So we always gonna have difference of opinion.
Right. We can agree to disagree.
It is. I can't tell you how many times where it's been something that's happened in a book, and I got my opinion, and Darrell got her opinion, and I'm like, no, and I have to get my point across, and Darrell break out. Hold on, wait, and then Darrell break out with who are you trying to convince?
It's always, so you defending, you the defense attorney for that character.
Right.
You getting them out of jail.
She done hit me with that a couple times.
Wait, are you trying to convince me?
Yeah. We be fighting to the death. Fighting to the death.
But I love it though. I love it. I should have been on the debate team in high school. I promise you.
Yeah, you should have. You should have.
Me and Nicole, we were going back and forth.
I was like, no, absolutely not. She was like, but no, it's my opinion. Okay. I'm gonna let you be, girl. I'm gonna let you be.
But you know what? You need
Hey,
to
Triple C.
this backstory. This is what I understand.
Hey.
I love that because I just love having these conversations. You learn so much more. Sometimes we walk in this world thinking we know everything, and we don't. I'm 41 years old. I've never had children before. Why am I sitting here arguing with someone that has children? Why am I arguing with you?
Listen, and then we be forgetting these characters ain't real.
They do be real to me.
They don't be, no, I'm just saying, but we be arguing like we gonna see them in 2.5 seconds. They coming home.
And I am.
And Will.
They real to me.
I
Okay.
But you know what I mean. We all live in the land of Delulu.
Yes, we do.
But what I'm
Hold on,
saying
wait.
is, we act like they are for
Miss
real. He done
Miss
came home from
Wellington
work.
Inferno over here.
Why did she call us out like that?
So speaking of that, let's get into it.
Oh Lord.
Let's get into it. Book boyfriends, big husbands.
Oh my God.
And who you sliding with?
Like I said, Miss Wellington Inferno over here.
I would say the Four Horsemen. All four of them can get it.
Ooh.
I'm Mrs. Inferno. I'm sure I got some more boyfriends out there.
I gotta.
So
Look,
y'all don't have no husbands?
you already know who my husband is.
I'm hyphenated. I'm hyphenated. I am in this to win this.
We already
I'm
know
gonna
who my
stick
husband
with
is, so.
my all-time classic. Carter Jones is my husband.
I can see
Even
that.
when we reread them, he still gave me the same. That's my husband.
Cartels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter Jones. He's been my husband since.
He's sticking beside him.
That's me.
I
I'm
like
sitting
Carter.
beside him, girl.
I like
Now,
him.
Menace, he gonna be somebody. He gonna be my boyfriend. Okay.
I can't see it.
You know what?
I love
I can
Menace.
see it.
When he was
I know
under
it.
that bed smoking that cigarette, he had me. He had me. Okay.
Smoking a marker.
He had me. And then let me say my boyfriend. I'm gonna go with Capadonna.
Good one.
Okay,
My
I'll say my
husband-
boyfriend is Pierre from Behind the Scenes by Christina C. Jones. And my husband is Priest by Bree Sade.
Who you sliding with?
Or my baby daddy is War from
Oh Lord.
Ready for War by
nut.
Mel Dow.
A
That's
nut.
a good one too.
Yeah. A nut. That's what you want to have.
So,
Okay, so wait a minute. So we know your husband is Ricky
this ain't no
AK.
surprise.
No, Tony Wacko. Tony Wacko.
Hold on, don't you ever disrespect my husband like that again, ma'am. Okay? Don't you ever.
Listen, my husband is Capone.
Hold on, y'all don't leave. Oh, you say Capone. No.
And she ready to fight. Hold up.
My boyfriend is Smoke from Demon's Dream.
Period.
Smoke was a good one.
And I'm gonna be that thought because I got a couple I'm sliding with. Some of y'all might want to fight me, but I don't care. I don't care. I got hands. I'm sliding. I'm
And
sliding.
no, seriously, she for real got hands. Like for real. So whoop your ass. Stop playing.
The right way.
Between her and Storm, I'm scared of both of them.
I'm sliding with Henny. I'm sliding with Fax, and I'm sliding with Quasim. And I said what I said.
Slide on in there.
Hold on, wait, look. This has been a very fruitful friendship. Don't make us become unbenefited.
Lord. Let me sip this tea.
We have done well. We have done well for like 20 years. Don't do this.
He said, don't look it up now.
So Latoya, I know
And
that your
I'm
husband's
gonna
right
let
there.
Menace, and I'm gonna let Menace fly me out.
Girl, look, my husband is Mr. Christopher Watts. Boyfriend flying Christopher Watts. Husband Christopher Watts. Ain't none of them boys in them books is gonna be flying up and through 16 cents.
That's right, Latoya.
Period. Okay. Period.
Honey,
Okay.
She said she already got hers at home.
that book
Period.
back there.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you who my book is. Listen, I got a whole list.
Oh, damn.
It is.
A list.
And it goes on.
So my book husbands are
Latoya like, damn it.
my book husbands are Big South Everett McLean,
She said Nicole got everybody. I'm
Big
hollering.
South. I love Big South.
Big South. I'm not playing behind that one.
I don't know Big
What
South.
book Big South come from?
He come from what's the name of the
It's
boy?
Alexandria House. Them boys.
Yes,
Not the boys. I'm sorry. It's not the boys. The
Ooh,
McLean
Shelly
brothers.
said South is not your man.
No, let me hold you.
I love me some Big South now. He ain't my my man,
That's my husband. That's my husband.
more like a big brother to me. I would take one of the twins, but I think one of the twins. Not
Big
the
South is for me.
not the Hotep one. Who's the other one? Lakeland, Leland. Him. Not the Hotep one. The Hotep one y'all can keep. Okay, but Leland, yes.
So my other book husband is Ian Nevin Law. I need to know what that Jacob side is about. I have to marry him.
Yeah. He too much for me. Ian too much for me.
I'm trying to tame that whole beast.
He's a different type of animal. That's a different type of man. That type of man I'm running away from.
He would run me.
Listen, Ezra, Ethic, Okafor, y'all could fight with your mama. Don't fight with me.
Nicole, why are your men unhinged? Big South, all of them got a special level unhinged.
It don't matter. I like it.
And they own categories.
Santiago, Wellington. I'm in-laws with Charmy.
The in-laws.
We in-laws.
Yeah, this been for a while now.
Quamir Inferno. My meerkat husband.
Oh, so look, we in-laws on two fronts.
To the list.
Oh, okay. Listen, Nicole and these men, woo, child.
Peter Bennett from J. series. Oh, I got me a new book husband. Stop
Peter,
playing.
you like Peter?
Let me tell you something about Peter. Peter owns everything.
I read Peter's book.
Damn.
Yeah,
my baby is the first one. Nah, he ain't nobody topping.
Silver Fox. I need somebody
topping the first.
I gotta be rubbing my knees because Peter. He gonna come rub my knees.
One thing about Peter, his money ran long.
Ooh.
Listen,
longer than men.
It's IR, but yes. I love it. That's
and he didn't need no help. Peter didn't need no help.
He was buying whatever you want. You want a hotel? You want your own property? You want a piece of the property? You want the property.
Not the Monopoly man.
Yes. He definitely was. Peter was definitely the Monopoly man. Anything she probably looked at, he was like, "I'm owning. It's yours."
He waited 40 years for that lady.
40 years.
Listen, Linda, I'm here.
40 years.
Now, my book.
That's a grown ass man.
My book boyfriends.
Brown.
Is Shane Duncan.
Oh, those weren't all of them.
My book boyfriend.
Oh, that was our husband.
Those are my husbands.
Who's that? The first one.
Who's that? Oh, that's your husband.
You gonna need somebody.
So you gonna get you a
I
Peter?
decided I'm getting a tattoo. Right here. Where all my
not your arm no more.
No, it's gonna be right here.
Not Nicole.
Yes.
That's gonna hurt because all of them now.
It's only 6 of them. 6 of them.
Okay.
Jess said now Nicole.
Only 4, now 6.
This 4 went to 6 real quick.
6. It's 6 of them. Then my book boyfriend is Shane Duncan. Olivia Linda's book.
Yep.
Stop playing. Don't play with me. Don't play with me behind Shane. And you know what? We're gonna have to tussle. Smoke.
Yeah, I love Smoke.
He a book boyfriend.
Smoke was a good one. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But who I'm sliding with, everybody.
I'm with that.
Not everybody.
Look, that's you done bought me for a penny, child.
Now, Nicole, you can have Peter. I just want Jack.
That's between you and Janelle.
No, because I don't be in that other group. I like to have Jag by myself in my own little corner. I don't even talk about Jag. Ooh. I just keep him by myself because it's too many. I can keep Jag. Yes,
but I'm a book Jezebel up here. Jezebel.
I dip my toe on that. If I gotta dip my toe over there, Jag is the one.
Jag wasn't playing.
Arthur J. Nelson said, "Not my Jag."
350 pounds.
That's your Jag, because he was dropping cash, and I loved it. He was no stingy man. He was giving that money.
He was giving that money and
bringing her down.
Yeah,
and blowing her back out. Okay, he was giving that money.
I'm gonna have to read that.
Okay, I'm like,
Listen.
who?
Okay.
First of all,
Who?
Janelle said in her book. Well, I just finished. What's his name? Not Joshua. Who was the name? The one I just finished. Janelle.
You finished Peter?
No, I finished Peter. The one after that.
Joseph.
Joseph was in the wheelchair. Joseph was doing some things in there.
I got a special thing with Jag and Atlas. Those are my two that I got. Atlas got a special place in my heart.
I love you, but you gonna get this smoke.
But Jag is my guy.
You gonna get this
Do you
smoke.
have to read them in order? Do you have to read them in order, or can you read them like?
You need to read them in order.
Yeah, you should read them in order.
Oh,
And okay, we're gonna talk about it. Wait a minute, Storm. Don't come in here and talk about that too much on Atlas. You wouldn't even
I
in
love
here.
Atlas. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Storm.
You
I got a
she's
special
been like,
place in
that's
my
her
heart
man.
for Atlas.
Listen,
I got a special place for Atlas.
Atlas
Now
and
Jag,
Goon.
my man.
Nobody fooling with Storm but Atlas and Goon. Listen, have it, girl. Have
I
it.
like Goon.
Girl, listen, that's between you and Storm.
Well, that's between me and my mind. Storm ain't gonna be there. Storm has her time. I have mine.
Not sharing.
They split in custody.
Split custody of the fiction. That's what y'all need to do. Split custody of these fictional characters. All right, y'all need to split custody.
I'm always fighting for my love. I'm hollering.
Every night I gotta prove my love.
Right, every night.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna have all of them. That's just what
Not
Wait a
deep.
minute, who your husband
deep.
know?
you know who my husband is.
Well, who to tell the people because they don't know.
They don't need to worry about who my husband is because I don't need nobody to talk about something that's they man. Don't come to me as a woman. At all. Don't come to me as a woman. Because you was going to embarrass yourself.
That's why I play safe in my little corner. I'll be
Yeah,
so
like, they don't need to worry about
on the
who.
low.
Don't worry about who
It
my
don't
man
need to
is.
be with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And even in the Potts world, my husband is safe because nobody be talking about him like
Don't
that.
nobody be talking about my husband either.
Ooh.
We like us some Oz. You know, there are times throughout the day that I remember him in that samurai suit.
But nobody
Thinking
be
about it.
talking about that same man though.
She said
I
it be throughout the day.
will always be safe, but rarely people talk about that same man. They always talk about y'all, man. They never talk about
They don't talk about mine.
So I'm always
You got
safe.
a lot of me.
No, yours is too much though, Nicole. He that's a different
Mine
level
is
of man.
mine is no more than Dianca's.
No, that's a different level of man that you can't even play with because he gonna have you tied up somewhere.
But you know what? My man,
No,
you
I
know,
ain't playing with him.
just so I can go ahead and shut all y'all down. My man is the, okay, number one, okay? Tony Waco, okay? Houston, that's my man. And I'm gonna stick beside her, okay?
Any character with wacko in it,
You got it.
Hey.
So that's all you, player.
Did we just talk
that's
about
all
respect?
you, my man. That's all you.
Did we just talk about respect? Don't disrespect my man.
No. we just saying you ain't got to worry about us.
Tony Wacko sound like what's his name, brother off of the cartel.
Mecca, I know you can't respect my man like that because
No, Tony Wacko, he might have been Wacko.
Tony Wacko is nothing like Mecca because Tony Wacko don't play that shit. Mecca, he play gangster. Tony Wacko is gangster. He ain't gotta do all that. See, Mecca, he got a point to prove. Everybody already know who Tony Wacko is, baby. He ain't gotta. Don't
You
disrespect
safe,
my husband.
you safe over there. I'm gonna let y'all have
Don't
Tony Wacko.
disrespect my husband. Talking about he like me.
That's-
Oh my god, I am appalled.
You
That's
don't have
wild.
to worry about me with no.
You don't have to worry about thank you, Darrell. You ain't got to worry. You
I
safe.
He's like the
I
big
am
brother for
appalled.
me. He the big brother for me.
You safe. You safe.
I know
Nicole
what I
said-
said. I know my man. He too much. He too much for y'all, and that's good
Yeah,
because
too
I need
much.
y'all to stay all the way the fuck away from him. You know,
Y'all can keep
That's
Sax
fine.
too.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
can
put
keep him
Sax.
too. Sax is too much for me as well. He's just a little. And then you come with a child that got a whole nother issue.
Hold on. I thought she
Wait,
asked you who your husband, your boyfriend,
no, she just needed a little bit of love. Don't do her.
Damn. Why she? Hold on. First
So
of all,
you ready to be a
James,
step? y'all ready to be a stepmama?
Jazz.
That
I
y'all?
volunteers tribute. She
Jazz.
got
No,
two
I didn't say
daddies
facts.
already.
I said stats.
Okay, I'm talking about facts.
Yeah,
Hold on now.
yeah, but you know
CC
what?
had no.
Hold
CC
up
said
now.
just burn it all down.
But Cece already got 2, 3 daddies. Okay, she got all the
No,
love in the
no,
world.
I don't need that.
I'll take
Cece
it.
will be terrorizing. No,
Bad facts.
I am Holly.
Listen, he can come visit me on the weekends when Charmy's done. You know, but she need a
Yeah,
little.
I don't went and got a bag of chips
We
for
share we
this
sharing
episode.
custody.
So I do have a question. Speaking of, let's pivot into this. Who's your comfort author?
Oh, Shabana Latrice.
Mine too.
Victoria,
Right off the bat.
Siobhan Latrice, and Wintertime, and I feel like I'm missing one other. Sharice.
And Sharice as well.
You already know
I read all
Sharice.
the Sharice stuff, so I just have to wait for the new stuff.
I know. I own everything. I can't
Yep.
even.
Say it again, girl.
I own everything.
Me
else
too,
is your
girl.
comfort
Got
author?
everything. Okay. Need some more.
Hardcover.
Sharice, we need some more.
She coming.
She
coming.
said you're not pushing her mouth fast
I know
enough.
my girl doing. Okay, I'm just letting her know that we still want it.
Sharice definitely for me because I know it was going to be some shit happening.
For
And
sure.
I
She said
love
it's
it. I
coming.
be needing that. Jatoria.
it's always
For sure.
Jatoria for me, hands down, because she give me just that enough of that unhingedness. I'd be like fainting.
Yeah.
And I like I'm gonna change my tone. I like Daniel Black too.
I need to read his book that I got.
I have to check him out. I haven't read him yet.
I haven't read anything by him either, but I do have a book bound.
It'd be deep, you know.
With mine right now, like
Now I'm gonna say my favorite. You know, one of my favorite comfort authors
I
is
can't hear
Shabana
you,
Latrice.
Toya.
I definitely say it's kind of hard to hear you.
I'm in love with Kimberly Brown right now, Monica Walters, Stacey Charm. I'm in love with Monica. Anything she put out. And
Are you?
anything that's about the street. I don't know why y'all still got me in a chokehold with this cartel. I'm on book number 3.
Okay.
When do you get to 4? You gonna throw that shit out the window?
I hopped off the bus at 3 because y'all no.
I'm keep going.
But back in my younger
Y'all
day,
the one who put me on, and then y'all done left me now. Just
but
left.
but
Look,
back in my younger day, I read
speed
all
ahead.
of them.
Full speed ahead until book 3, and then they was doing a lot. They was doing too much, and I said, you know what? I'll wait for y'all to read it and discuss it, and I'll just get the info that way.
Wait till you get to book 4. Book 4 gonna make you be like,
I know you
I don't.
fucking lying.
I just gotta wait for y'all to get there and discuss it because Charmaine ain't reading book 4.
I'm talking to the Toya.
Okay.
yeah, ain't done. She gave good 3 good books, and she was out of there.
Yeah.
And
I'm going on, Nicole. I got book 4. I'm
but
reading.
I will say y'all have to give me props though because I did go through. I went all the way through 3 before y'all got halfway through 2.
Yeah, true.
You did.
Yeah.
That's
So
correct.
me and Jazz collab. We'll go together.
No, everybody else got book 4 too. You're not the only one.
They said they don't want to read it.
Y'all want to
I
read
gotta
book 4?
finish book. I gotta finish book 3 first.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, D, once y'all do that, I'm ready whenever y'all are.
I can't wait for
The
Jazz to
jazz
start
for me.
it.
Because first of all, let me tell y'all something about Jazz.
Jazz gonna
I'm
be
so
pissed
proud of
off.
her because last year she won DNF Queen.
Yeah.
She ain't been DNF
yeah.
that much.
For sure.
She is not the DNF Queen.
Calm down.
I love getting Jazz DNF lists. Like I'd be like, which ones did she DNF? Just so I could see like, okay.
Yeah. But I be looking for the reviews. I be like, nope, not gonna read that one. Nope, not gonna read that one.
Not this year. I think this year more. I've been more intentional about like what I read, like what I read, and going in the book open minded. If you tell me ahead of time a little stuff, I'd be like, okay, not the whole. I don't need authors to put their whole book in
in the tutorials. I don't need all that. Just prepare me a little bit. Just throw in a little. It could be a little snippet. Essay on page. Cool. I already know. Let me get my mind right.
Right.
I know. Because if I see essay on page and I proceed to read it, I'm not gonna slam you in the review and say why. No, you told me. You
You
told me.
told me.
You told me. You gave me.
Oh,
Don't even say what character, blah, blah, blah. Just say essay on page. That's fine. You don't even have to say, I already prepared my mind and I know how it's going to go. And I can't complain because you gave me a heads up. Don't.
I'm sorry about the whining. Somebody got to go outside.
Skittles.
Skittles.
Hey, Skittles.
Hey,
Hey,
Skittles.
he's coming.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
don't be
So,
doing too much.
first of all,
Right.
they
Don't be
already
doing
got,
too much on
somebody
Skittles.
already got a thing talking about free Skittles. Listen, come get this little MFR.
What?
Come get him. Come get him. Because he in here.
I need that on the shirt.
Nephew.
Free Skittles.
He just want to be under his mama and go to the restroom and go out and play.
And get a TREAT.
I got a friend
Oh,
for
yeah,
him.
that's what he
Bring him
wants.
on. I got a friend for him. Bring him on
Nigga
over
Bentley.
here.
Nigga
Oh,
Bentley.
look at my nephew.
Yeah.
He's such a handsome man. Look at him with
Bentley
his
is trying
I
not
got
to make
mixed
eye
with haircut.
contact.
He know he has to. He like, look at this. He like, the bitches gonna love this.
She need a
First of all, that
haircut.
free Skittles until it's backwards. You know what?
Stormy say free Skittles until it's backwards. Free Skittles.
I'm not playing with Stormy at all. Skittles is very well
Look
fed
at Look at Skittles.
and
Skittles don't
spoiled
want to go nowhere. He want to be right there on her.
on my tit.
Yeah.
He's like, what you doing, lady? Don't put me down.
Right.
So I got a question. This is a very, very new question, and I'm going to try it out on you guys.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm listening.
Hold on. Bye, Skittles.
Now you know doggone well.
Skittles is gone.
Oh,
He left me.
bye, Skittles.
He gone outside. His other owner is here, and he gone. So, if you can induct 3 authors into the Black Authors Hall of Fame, which authors would you induct?
What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell, y'all?
You can only pick 3.
I can only pick 3.
Dead or alive, you can only pick 3.
Dead or alive.
Can we break it up by genres? Because I feel like
You can only
That's out of my
invite 3.
league.
That is so hard. Like,
Yeah, this out of my league.
I'm sit this one out.
I think I got my 3.
I know you fucking live.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I got my 3.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jazz. Lead, girl.
Beverly Jenkins.
Okay.
Terry Wood.
Okay.
See, I can't do the classics because most of them are already inducted somewhere. So
No, this is a new Hall of Fame. This is ours.
See, it's hard because you want to do you want to do Toni Morrison like a classic. You want to do new school. So I got 2. My 3rd would be. Man, that's hard. You don't have to come in.
I'm gonna do all new indie authors.
No, I would do new Indian authors. Yeah, because I can't do that.
You gotta pick 3.
I'm gonna pick 3.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Of course, I'm gonna do my comfort author, Siobhan Latrice, and I'm gonna do Sharice. And my 3rd person, I would do JX Does.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got my Beverly Jenkins. S.A. Cosby.
Okay.
Come on with it.
And,
Absolutely.
Christina C. Young.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think that they chose the ones that I would have chose. I would.
Everybody a little scared.
I was scared. I told y'all off the gate I was scared.
I was
I'm trying to think of like,
Well, you know,
that's
JL
three.
Seegers is one for
Mine
you.
changed weekly,
Yes,
so I'm gonna give you my
that'll
three.
definitely be one for me.
I would definitely say Ebony, E. Bowser, Jatoria, and Sharice. I mean, if I was walking down the street and somebody just was like, "Hey, give me a book, give me an author to read," it would be it'd be all three of them.
Yeah,
because I know you're gonna love it.
So mine would be, now that you say it like that, I don't feel as intimidated. So I'm going with S.A. Cosby because, like you said, if someone stopped me in the street, like, what should I read? S.A. Not S.A. but
we know you talking about S.A.
Hill, Jatoria, and I'm going with Sharice too because I always be talking about them.
Period.
Well, since y'all already included Sharice, I'm gonna say Masterpiece.
Good one.
You know I like some good mess. You know I love me some good mess.
We know.
I'm gonna say Janelle because her pen is crazy.
Okay, I gotta get into it.
Yeah, for sure.
And Mo Flames. Because she got the sense that God gave her.
All right. I'm going to do my three. I'm going to do Jacquel.
Period.
Y'all know I'm a thriller girly. So I'm going to rock with my girl Octavia.
Period.
And I'm going to do Wintertime.
Okay.
That's
good. My three would have to be Miss T. Lynn. I love everything about her.
Okay.
I'm in a slump. I can go to her any day. Victoria, I just love that baby. She is just
I do too. That's my homegirl.
Yeah.
Everything that she put out just is
and see, she might and see if I could do a fourth one because I'm trying. Like I was thinking about genre. Victoria is my dark romance girly. Like I rock with her.
Mine too.
Every book I have read from her was just bam, it was there. And then my last one would be T Wise, because when I tell you I got in her catalog,
Okay.
baby, it's just something about the chubby man that she write about. I just
you put me on the P Wise.
First of all, let me tell you something. Now, I know you got your list, but I think I inducted you last week. Most definitely is up in there.
Yeah, she got to be up in there somewhere. Another person, KGB.
Oh yeah, she did a really
good
job.
Let me tell y'all something about her. She done got me in a damn chokehold. We read that book for our book club. After that, I went straight on down. Flipping and reading, going over to this series, coming back over to this one.
Because it's so addictive. Like
it really is.
Yes, she definitely need to be in the mix.
Kiddos, we're not doing this today.
Yes, we are.
I think I got mine.
Okay.
Okay, so JL Seegers, Jacquel, and Charity Shanae.
Yeah.
Somebody, thank God somebody put her in there.
Yeah.
Charity Shanae is writing her ass off.
I can't wait to see her next week.
You know what I love about Charity
She's also one that was like super sweet.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
Yeah.
She can write.
No.
Like I think of her sometimes as a mood writer, and she may have classified herself as that in one of the lives she came up on. But she writes everything so well. It's not like she's like she may have one genre that she may write more of, but the different things that she has written, they're all good. Like she's not, and it just flows. It's not forced. Like I said, I feel like sometimes she is a mood writer, but it's not forced. It flows.
Yeah.
Everything and she gave me top tier Black Cowboys.
Yep.
She got your romance. She got your paranormal. She got the cowboy stuff going like.
And she also got like the army, military. Yep. Yeah. Everything I done read from her been A1.
Yes. Yeah.
No complaints at all.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like y'all answers. I like y'all answers. All right. If you had the money and you could bring a book or a series to the big screen or to TV, what book or series would it be? If
Probably
only
the
one.
streets.
I'm about to say
Hot.
the Delgados.
Probably the
Delgado.
streets. For sure.
Delgado for me.
I would say Delgados or
Or
Prodigal
to the
Streets.
streets, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Prodigal Streets
since
would be good.
y'all spending y'all's money on that, and I be getting that anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and say New Haven.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Somebody need to do Demon Dream.
I'm gonna go ahead and surprise y'all. I'm not gonna say none of that. You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
I'm gonna say Siobhan Latrice, The Marriage Favor, that series.
Oh,
Wanna
yes!
watch it? I need that Cali, and I want Ryan Coogler to shoot it because he's from California. Need that Cali. I need that deep rooted Cali love coming to life on the screen.
Oh,
You
yeah. I
know,
love that. I love
You want to
that.
know what would be funny on screen? Because the only reason I can say is I can just picture the actor just saying this over and over, but losing control, little booty. I would laugh my ass off.
And
that
I need her to
entire
have a little
movie.
booty.
LB. And
LB, oh, that
Alexa
would
would
be
say
funny.
pound.
Like I like the ones that everyone is picking because we can get multiple movies. But if you're telling me, okay, all right, just give me a singular movie, I pick like Demon's Dream or Losing Control. Because Losing Control would be funny. I don't care what nobody said, it should be
Yeah,
funny.
it will be.
Because he was comical.
Because he was a damn fool.
He was.
If we really had the money, though, I would love to bring the Granger series because we really,
Yes.
we
Yes.
really need that fantasy. Anything
That was a
with
good one.
Granger or Natavia, some paranormal, please, or an
Yes.
alien. Oh my God!
Oh, yes. Oh,
Ava
Alien Romance by
Alien O'Hare or Nikki Clark.
or the Tessa Song series. Oh, that'll be nice too.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see Highway 725. When that go to
that too.
the screen, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope.
That was
That's gonna
good.
be dope. And I think Caitlin said she's even though she's doing a movie, she's screenwriting for a different movie right now. She's at Highway 725 is next.
Yeah.
Highway 725 was good.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. 725, flight 725.
Yes.
And then after that, they need to go ahead and do Dear Vicky.
Yeah.
Yo,
That the short, like you know how they do like the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That would stay with me.
I love it. I love it.
You know, hold on, wait. You know, one that was it's still Octavia. Then one that will stay with you is Work Husband.
Ooh.
Remember when she didn't bathe old boy and dressed him down and propped him up and she's still talking to him like he's still here.
Work Husband was wow.
That one is
That was
crazy.
crazy. Jazz the one that told us about that dog. That book was crazy.
I read her other book. It says "Don't Call Me Crazy."
you know,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a book club book, wasn't it?
back to the movies. You know what? You want another one that'd be good? We need all three. Devil Wears Baccarat. I need them brothers.
Absolutely. Ooh, or damn, what's the name of our favorite book?
Neiman Mason.
Alexa Play.
Alexa Play. Listen, Alexa Play.
Yeah. That's our shit right there.
I love that book.
Yeah.
I just want to see Obsessed with a Plus Size Barbie. I want to see him walk into that restaurant with that vest on full of pew-pews all over his body. That's the stuff that make you go boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I need to see that in my life.
That was a really good question. I like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that third book of Devil Wears Baccarat. Could you? Them two fools matching freaking energy. Like you on demon time. I'm gonna give it right back.
Oh,
to
fuck.
you.
That was my favorite one.
no,
was
mine was
favorite
about to say
one.
when he sprayed that milk, that spoiled milk in them.
On them drapes.
I just need to make sure that there's a scene where she literally is walking through the pearly gates and talking to the Lord. And then
I knew Darrell was going to say that. Darrell is still hung up about him unalive.
But he really was not that bad.
Darrell.
Listen, Constantine could be my
Not that. Hold on, wait.
boyfriend.
Not that bad.
I think I'm
not
gonna
that
add him to
bad.
my boyfriend list.
Thank you, Darrell.
Like, relax. He was not that bad. I feel like y'all.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. He only
wacko.
he only almost expired her, but he's not that bad.
But that was her fault now. That was her fault.
Almost deleted her whole subscription to life, but he's not that bad.
That was
Running
her
red
fault.
lights. Crazy.
He asked her a question and then she
No, not only running red lights, he drinking Kool-Aid running red lights.
But I'm just saying.
It don't matter. It was his woman. He can do what he wants to.
He asked her a question.
See, that's why your husband list is the way it is, Nicole. No surprise.
I'm just saying.
Do not
That's his
Because
woman.
it do not, because it do have some scenes. Oh, too.
It's rated R.
Sinners.
Yeah, it's rated R. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with running the red light.
Listen, Linda.
But wait, that's just side eyes.
If he want to tell
He
me
wanted
down
to relieve
there
those
and
period
go to the
cramps.
pond of the red
He
pond,
ain't mean no harm.
listen.
Hold on, wait.
There's a difference. There's a difference between running the red light and drinking the red Kool-Aid.
True.
Exactly.
But still, you know,
He took it away.
Give me the first.
And then
Give me
he
the
would
first
dance,
brother.
so you can't expect too much. Okay.
Give me the first brother and gone.
Make sure she don't have no
Here,
pain.
don't stop nothing but a sentence.
Give me the first brother. Y'all can keep the other two.
I like the
first,
third one. That's my favorite one.
Alexander, all he did was a little snip so he can go to the hospital and then be in her face.
Alexander.
Oh, that was
Alexander
Constantine.
is
That was Constantine, wasn't it? The one that went to the
No, I
hospital?
thought it was.
Yeah.
Which one went
That
to the
was good
hospital?
too. Constantine.
No. What Alexandra? Oh, he snatched her up. Okay, give me the snatch. I forgot. Swap that.
Girl,
give me the snatcher.
dude up. That's all.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just give me the snatcher upper.
Give me Constantine.
snatcher
I want the mind.
I like
Never
both
mind.
because both of their ass was batshit crazy. My type of
Guess
couple.
what?
Both of them
I'm
crazy.
that shit ass crazy too.
And D talking about something. I don't see nothing wrong with. I'm saying beside
Shit, like you went over there because it was black romance. Now act like you know that you read black romance.
I didn't know that you were going to be speaking to King Jesus.
I'm telling you, Darrell is never gonna forgive her.
Not
for
King
doing
Jesus.
that. Darrell.
And she ain't gonna forgive Mason either.
He was at that pearly
And then
grave.
Mason trying to tie our souls.
Absolutely.
He ain't tried. He did.
I think Darrell is scarred for life.
Absolutely.
She's still talking about that. What is it? Wake up and get ready for the ritual.
Baby, wake up. It's 3 a.m. It's time
I got a
for
question, Darrell. If you gotta pick one,
And my thing is dying. You gotta pick one.
Hold on, let me get the mic.
I already got the answer. Go ahead.
You gotta
the
pick
mic.
between Mason or Navy.
Navy. Oh. Navy.
Hold on. She got
You know, Navy is Mason's bestie.
I'll take Navy because, well,
Navy crazy as hell too.
He put that woman in a whole dungeon.
Right.
It's
Take
darker.
that.
I would take the dungeon over literal rituals, okay? Because I'm worried about my soul at this point.
Yeah.
Darrell don't play
But Navy gonna risk your damn soul.
I mean, although his sister was into voodoo too, so I mean,
Yeah.
That's what
Baby
I'm
sister,
saying.
yeah.
Like you better out being with.
Remember what
because
she
they love
did?
you.
Remember what she did?
listen,
his whole thing.
Good job,
You got
Candace.
30 seconds to make up your
let me tell
mind.
you this. Let me tell you this. When I read that art, when I read Mason Neiman, I will never forget it. Because when I read that line, baby, wake up. It's time for the ritual. I was there with her in the room, okay? I was there when she was pleading for him to let her up. And he would not.
But she was crazy as hell too.
She was crazy, but still, I would stick beside Navy's crazy behind. Cause
But you gonna go with Navy
was
with his
disturbed.
crazy ass?
Navy had me
Ain't his
disturbed.
sister
Ask Sean.
crazy?
yes, I'll take Navy.
Navy had me drop a tear because what he did to her, he broke my. I was like, he broke me.
He went too far.
I really thought the question was Navy or Constantine. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
No, she said
Mason. I thought it was gonna be Mason or Constantine, and if I had to choose between the two,
You gonna choose anybody over Constantine?
no, actually,
No,
I
it's
would
Constantine
choose Constantine
over Mason.
No, you don't
I
have to
would
choose
choose
Constantine.
over
He's already
Mason
taken.
any day. Because at least Constantine let me speak to Jesus, and he brought me back. Mason just had me scared. I'm
But
scared
then
of
she
Mason.
sat back with Constantine. She was like, all right now, you want to play that game? I got you.
'Cause, I mean, I felt like it was an Uno reverse. Like, I was like, she's gone? Like, literally, is this it? It's, like, what's happening? He brought her back.
I want no parts of Navy.
Me neither.
No.
I'll be all right, maybe. I just can't leave him. Because I mean, he'll put me back in the dungeon. And then
Yeah.
he'll play that
Put your ass
intercom.
under that damn house.
It's the intercom you have a problem with, right? Was it the intercom?
No, it was his batshit ass crazy.
Crazy.
The damn police
You
officer.
got me locked in a dungeon, and you got a doggone bidet sprinkling my down so you can do what you want to do, and then you gonna tell me that I gotta myself so I can eat food, my favorite food my mama done cook, and I got 30 seconds to decide.
He was bad shit.
Why
Right.
they got a damn dungeon in their basement is batshit ass crazy.
It's the voodoo and the tied down for me.
I'm gonna stick beside Mason.
Y'all can have him.
I'm gonna stick beside him because I just feel like
too.
I take
Mason
Navy.
was-
I take my chances with Navy.
y'all keep forgetting that name got a crazy ass sister.
I know.
That
Navy got a whole.
That's fine. I
Unit.
don't mind her watching me. I don't mind her breaking
Crazy.
into my
Let
house
me
and
tell
watching
you.
me sleep. She can handle whatever
Why
my
is
light
Mason-
word
He
is.
is a pony.
why
He is
Mason
She
over
drinks
Navy
the
for me.
souls.
I'm the
Mason
sheriff
loved
too.
that woman
I mean, I'm a
down.
cop.
Navy just want to control that woman.
Navy is just
Me.
too fucking crazy for me, and he
I'm
the
fine.
fool. So he
I
can
would
lock
have
her
been
down
folded.
at
As
any
soon as he
moment.
put me down in the little place, I would have been like, "It's over.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
fucking
marry
with you
you."
no more after you put me in a fucking dungeon.
Oh
I'm not
well.
fucking
And
with
you
you no
know
more.
I don't like to be kept.
And he would listen. He
Not
would,
like that.
and when he wake up, he'll be down there too. And I'd be
He
like,
wouldn't
"Now
even
let's
feed
go ahead and
her
run
or
this
give
back."
her water.
That's what I'm
I was like, "Come on,
saying.
I would have did him like that too. Let's run this back."
Navy was hardcore.
Yeah,
And I
he
would get his
he
sister to do.
break her
I would get his
because she a
sister to do
strong
it
woman.
with me. I'd
I'm
be like,
gonna
"Come
stick
on, I'm about to do this to
beside.
your
I'm gonna
brother."
stick beside Mason.
Me too, cause Navy he just
Navy.
went too far.
Y'all
I
ain't
just
scared
gonna be
enough
tired of
to
him
for me.
forever.
Me
Well,
and his
baby,
sister
let
would
me
be
tell you
best friends
something.
because we'd be crazy together.
I'm highly favored, so I ain't worried about Mason. Okay, I ain't worried about him.
Did you just roll your
Nah.
eyes
Don't
out
play about me
hard?
either.
I don't play about that granny and that voodoo and I don't know.
Wait a minute, Diaka, did you just roll your eyes real hard?
I'm just
I don't play
saying, the
that.
Lord cover me and my ancestors don't play by me, so I'm not worried about Mason.
And
But
basic
baby, his
granny would be
ancestors
sitting
have to be
right
quiet.
next to D talking to D.
I'm not worried about
Basic
him.
granny would show up too, and D would be
That's
talking to
fine,
her.
and we'll be
Hey,
out there
granny.
talking, baby.
Hey,
She said
granny.
she ain't worried about it.
I ain't
Neiman
worried
and
about
the
that, baby.
Brosnan
I'm highly
family.
favored, baby. I'm covered.
So these books are by Victoria C.
Oh yeah, Victoria C. Go look her
So
up.
it's the Double Well Baccarat, which is Constantine, Alexander, and what's
Three of them.
the third?
What's the last
third one?
brother name?
What is the last brother name?
I can't remember what his name was.
Roman.
But he
That's
was
my
bad
guy.
for that crazy.
Roman. Oh, okay.
Roman.
That's my guy right there.
And then the Mason.
Mason Neiman,
And
honey.
then the
and
third one
then
was
Navy.
the Brossi family.
I love them books. I love all
Yeah.
of them. But if
I
had
just
to
all of them
choose
was good.
between the two,
Hands down.
If I had to
I'm
choose
sorry.
anybody out of Victoria C, it would be Chaos.
It'll be late for me.
it'll be late for me.
It would be Chaos because he
It's
was.
gonna be
It will be Chaos.
Amont for me.
Yeah, Lake is my man.
Yeah, I love late. I love him. The Devil Wear Baccarat. Yeah.
So I got a question. I have two more questions, and then we going to ask. We got to do, the initiation into the book club. What's your idea of the great American novel? What does it mean to you? And give an example. What book would you say is a great American novel?
I've been waiting to answer this question. My idea of the great American novel is any novel that can truly move a group of people in the same way. Like, for instance, with Demon's Dream, anybody, the majority of the people that read that book have a connection and experience that we all can share in. I would say the same thing goes for, like, Product of the Streets, the Delgados. It is a movement that we will be continually be talking about this book from now. I would say even like when you get to talking about Ashley Antoinette's books and the Claviers, the Carters, these books have moved on through generations. Look at the Coldest Winter. It may not have been my favorite book, but I would say it is a part of that great American novel because look how far it's come. It really you grew up with it. People here that read this book when they were like 14 years old, and here they are 40 years old, still connected to that book. So I think any book that is like that.
Good answer.
Right.
Novel.
That's the answer.
That's it right there.
That's it.
Yeah. I see a lot of the authors that come on your podcast, and they're like, I don't think I wrote that, and I'm like, I disagree because we as a community are talking about your book. We're connected to your book. We're invested. The way we are sitting here talking about the Baccarat series and and we're passionate. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And we'll still be talking about that. All these authors that we're speaking of, they're writing the great American novel because we as Black folks, we are a part of the great American.
Okay.
So yes, I would say any book that you can be emotionally and a whole group of people have those same emotions and feel strongly about it, you're writing the great American novel.
I love it.
I agree.
Going off of what Darrell just said, she has been waiting for this question. Because that answer was
she delivered. Okay.
That answer sums up everything.
Right. Like that part.
I don't think I got an answer better than that one.
Okay, look, she killed it.
She killed it.
I'm like that
Listen,
part. That part.
I'm trying to ask some of the questions. I know y'all be not all the time, but when y'all are in the comments, y'all be like, I wonder if I could answer that question. I just want to make sure that I ask you guys some of the same questions that I asked the authors, and I want them to get a reader's perspective versus, just me saying, well, girl, it was good because I'm not a person. So it's good, but that they can hear this.
That's I feel like that's a really nice question. Well, she pretty much summed it up. Like, ain't nothing else that needs to be said. That's it.
That's
she said, you know what I'm saying?
You've been waiting on this question.
I love it. That she
and I wasn't gonna ask it, but the spirits say ask it.
Yes.
That's a really good question right there.
Yeah.
All the questions were really, really good.
I felt like that needed to be discussed. Okay, so let's ask this question, and then we will go into a few of the questions about you guys, about yourselves. If you can invite 5 authors to dinner, dead or alive, who would they be?
You know what?
That's a totally different question from the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm not even gonna go with classics. I'm thinking about the now. Even though it's dead and alive, I'm gonna think about it. I would invite India Norfleet. I would invite Triple C.
Absolutely.
I would invite. Let me see. I would invite. What's her name? Oh God. Cammy.
Oh yeah.
I would invite.
Oh, she funny as hell too.
She is.
I would invite. Um, who would see Cammy? Jatoria C.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would invite. I would invite A. Lewis.
Oh yeah.
I feel like all the people I pick, they either give good hugs or get good advice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I agree.
I got okay. I'm gonna have. Of course, y'all already know. I gotta have. I gotta have Sister Soldier because I just need to know what the fuck. I just need to know. I just need to be able to just ask her what the fuck. That's all I need to know. And who is the ghostwriter? That's why I just need to have some conversation with her. And me and her, we gonna go walk off and talk because
I'm screaming.
I don't want to be disrespectful in front of country.
That's right.
So I'm gonna pull her to the side. Of course, Triple C, Shabana Latrice are always gonna be on the list. S.A. Cosby, and who else? Who else? Who else? I need one more funny person. I'm gonna say Jatori C.
Ooh, I don't know if do I have five. So, well, of course, J.L. Seegers,
Absolutely.
Natisha Rayner, because why would you do that?
Oh yeah, invite me too, cause I need to know what the fuck.
Kennedy Ryan.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see. The J.L. Seegers, Kennedy Ryan, Natisha Rayner. I got two more.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kenya Gory Bell.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there.
And
I'm bringing the drinks.
Yeah.
Natasha Bishop.
Period.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I'm sneaking into that one.
If I'm going to do it, it'll be Victoria C,
Mm-hmm.
Therese Carr,
Mm-hmm.
Masterpiece,
Mm-hmm.
Parody,
Mm-hmm.
Renee, and E. Bowser.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be at that one too.
Especially because
I'm pulling up.
slow down.
I'm pulling up.
So I'm gonna go Jaquel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Octavia.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
I'm gonna go Tanisha Stewart.
Mm.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna do Jasmine Hillary.
Who is that?
She's an author. She's traditionally
She's
published.
traditionally published.
Oh.
And then my fifth one, I gotta bring somebody that's gonna give me some laughs to the table. So I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Blossom.
Okay.
Ooh.
For sure.
Yeah, that's not
For sure. I'm pulling up. Mm-hmm.
At my table, I would love to have Leo Sullivan. I love all his prison books. Baby, when I was in Tallahassee, I met him one time, and I just fell in love with all his books. So I gotta have him. Victoria, because that's just my girl. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole would have to be there because I know she's gonna cut up.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta have her at the table. Mm. Kylie and Kimberly Brown.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Pulling up.
So I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because it's too many.
Oh,
You
had
I'm gonna give you five. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you five. I'm gonna give you five. In Jesus' name, amen. So this is no way, my list changes all the time. But this week, it's going to be Ask Yvonne, because she's going to give you the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Masterpiece because she's gonna pour into you.
I like that one.
Swan because I want a male perspective.
Okay.
People see because I'm gonna cut up with her ass.
That's right.
My girl.
And Shelly P because Shelly P don't have the sense that damn goddamn gave her.
You know what?
Period.
You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I need to be able to cut up with these people.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna have a good time with everybody.
Period. Period. I love that.
Everybody said theirs? Okay. So
Shelly P said I got good.
She's got
no,
She said,
no,
don't do her.
You don't
She
have
said,
good
don't do
sense.
her.
And
Like, if
she
you
knows
gotta
she don't have good
and say
sense.
you got good sense. We know.
No, and she
We
knows
know
she
that's
don't.
not the truth.
And but you know what? I love her down because I know
She
we
said,
gonna
why
cut
you
up
telling
together.
lies?
And she knows she don't have the good sense.
Now, Shelly P, I done seen you in a few lives. I think the whole thing the truth.
Listen, remember the giveaway?
I'm just saying.
Remember the giveaway?
Yeah, she showed. Look, she showed
He
the.
cut up.
Shelly P gonna have me hollering through that whole
I
thing,
swear.
making light of everything. So that's
She
who
said what
I
I
would
do
invite.
every time.
She said, what I do?
What I do.
So yes, and that's not taken away from anybody else because I love all of them.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't go wrong with AA. You can't go wrong with Siobhan Latrice. You cannot go wrong with Jaquadra. I just want to sit with her and just have lunch.
Yeah.
And just pick her brain.
She said that wasn't even me. I was hacked.
Right.
On
So before we go,
live.
let me ask y'all a question. So y'all was in on that live when I did her interview. How did you feel about her shopping Capone and Capadonna and them passing on it?
That's wild. And whoever passed on it, I hope that they are kicking themselves right now because
Exactly.
like she has literally like, and it's not, it's not an overnight thing because like I've heard of her books before, but like there's so much of being a mood reader. And I remember like around Christmas time when I finally got around to Capone, I read Capone through Capri in 6 days.
Facts.
Because it's addictive.
Right. Like I remember like we were all going through it at the same time. And I remember like the group chat was like, oh my God, wait till you get to such and such, wait till you get to this, wait till you get to that. And she's at the point now where she's dropping books in the middle of the night and she had the number one book in not just Black authorship, the number one book in all of Amazon. I hope whoever turned her down, I hope they are kicking themselves and I hope they're feeling so bad about their decisions right now.
I also feel like it wasn't meant to be for them to have no type of affiliation with her success for this series. So that was a blessing that door closed because now it's all her. She don't have to share this with nobody. Like this is her.
But it's not.
But the thing about it is, if she should ever decide to go to traditionally published. I want her to craft a deal that is so beneficial to her. Because a lot of times I feel like, and I can't attest to this, I said I feel like, again, know the difference of what I'm saying, people. Not y'all, but the people listening. If she would have went over there and shopped it, they might have not allowed her to write the story the way that it is.
It needed to
I
be.
feel like they would have stifled her voice.
Yeah.
Not only that, I feel like it's not just a win for her; it's a win for all of us in the community. Because one, we as Black readers, as readers, we need experiences like this. It also shows other authors or would-be authors that you can do this. Right?
The support is there.
And also it lets her know that, people will support me. If I take a chance on myself.
On people.
What they do is they tell you, oh, we're closing that door. And that means shut down that dream. But she's saying, no, I'm going to take a chance on myself. I can do this, and I'm going to have faith in myself and faith that I can do this and actually do it. Because I think a lot of the times, the whole point of them, they think that they're all that we have. And it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. And so I think for the community, I'm glad that she got this blessing. I'm glad we're getting to see this blessing.
I am.
You know, because there will be more Jaquel J's that's going to
Yeah. Because she keeping us in the chokehold. Like, I'm happy that they
I can't breathe.
Part of it. It wasn't, you know, a delay is not a denial. It just wasn't meant for that time. But when she do go in, if she do want to be traditionally published, they can see the work. She already big. So they gonna have to come with it. They can't play with her. Like, so I feel like that happened for a reason. Because maybe that wasn't her time. But now they gonna have to come with it. There ain't no way in the world they gonna be able to play with her.
And maybe this will open up some other doors for other authors who are becoming traditionally published to stop stifling their voices, because let them write how they write.
Yeah.
Just because you don't agree does not mean that you know what's going on in the community in which we live.
Yeah.
Our stories are important. Like, we should be written about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't all be the same. It just can't, you know?
Yeah.
It can't. And there's not only just one of us that can flourish, you know? There's so much good talent here. There's good talent. So I'm glad, you know, that she is
doing it. Yeah. Killing it. I mean, killed it. Do you hear me? And still going. So, like, that's they
still
bad.
Got us like,
right. That's her bad. People harassing her, all types of things. So you know that it's some fire, because ain't nobody just out here harassing somebody about a book if it ain't fire. Like,
we be like,
for the first one before it get done. So you know, like,
or
she deserves all the success that she's getting.
The lines out the door. The lines out the door. Listen, we stood there for an hour and we were early. An hour. The lines out the door at the Miami Expo. I mean, I hope.
Well, I seen that.
I mean, listen, you build it, they will come.
Absolutely.
Ooh, go ahead, girl.
That's from a movie, girl.
I know.
Oh,
you all right, but you
put it right in place.
The way you put it, you put it in there.
Yeah.
You sprinkled that on top.
Fill the dreams. I know it.
But to me, I hope that is a testament for new authors or even older authors, an author period, that just like her, if you put the grind in, even though she's not an overnight success, we would like to think she is, but she's not, because she's been in this game for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, keep going at your craft. I mean, grinding at your craft. I'm not saying your stuff is not good. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is you too can have that spotlight if you keep putting in that grind and you keep educating yourself on your craft. I feel like that, if, you know, but you got to also keep your composure, even though she might be joking with us online when she be doing her little funny videos and stuff like that. But when you get in her people's inboxes like hers, talking about, I didn't like the book, or when the next book will come out, you can't give me a release date. No. If you are a respectful person, you're going to wait till that release come back. Okay, we all thirsty for her book to come out. And it's going to come out when the fuck it comes out. And I mean, when the fuck it comes out.
That part.
So when you do stuff like that, you're doing not a disservice only to you, but to this her whole community. Because
it could affect all of us.
Your dumb foolishness, we got to wait till whenever. Now,
But what's wild,
that book on Monday, but because you done pissed that lady off, we might have to wait 2 weeks later. You don't know what the hell that book is going to come out. So
what's wild is that she's dropping multiple books a year.
You don't only make yourself look foolish. You making it bad for everybody else. You thinking you cute. And then the second thing I'm going to say while I'm on this goddamn TED Talk.
Get on there.
Start talking shit about why it ain't released yet on Kindle, or why this and that is not happening. Do your fucking research.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry for cussing y'all, but this I'm passionate
Cuss them
about.
out.
But it
Okay.
get on my damn nerves. I've heard too many instances. Do your research.
Absolutely.
Once it is in Kindle's, in Amazon's hands, there is nothing they can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if I was an author, I'd drop my updates and I'm deuces. That's I drop my updates and deuces. If I get overwhelmed, I have a group of 3 to 4 author friends that I'm connected to, and that I can share my real frustrations with and let it out. And I trust that it might not be in the same genre.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because some of them, they have their own little whatever they got going on the author side.
But the process is still the same.
The process is still the same. Get your look. I will drop my little updates and I will keep it moving. I still engage with the people I'm engaged with, but all that rest of that stuff, I'm gonna keep it to my author friends.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
I'm gonna keep it going.
The point is, do the research. Stop going in people's DMs and looking ignorant.
It's not gonna stop, Nicole.
I know it's not gonna stop.
For the damn newsletter.
They not gonna stop. They don't care. They
do
don't
your
care about the
research. She sends you updates all the time.
Yeah,
They
get in
do
her
not
Facebook
care.
group. Like
They don't care.
Now you got to go over to Patreon and pay for it.
They don't want.
And then you want to get in there and talk about, what if we can't afford it? The bitch, you don't get it.
They don't want to do that. Understand that it's gonna keep happening. That's
They just put somebody on blast.
They
We taking stuff out of Patreon and put it on Discord.
Exactly.
Yeah. She about to stop. See, this is what we were talking about earlier.
People
we about to start finding these people and whooping up on them. Because again, because you making it harder for those ones
I will be giving y'all novellas.
You making it harder for those who really, again, who sitting here fiending, but we waiting, following the rules. Like, stop.
I don't even follow people's author. I don't follow reader pages. I don't, and I'm a reader, and I don't be in them pages. I think I'm in one, and I think I think it's Sharice, Geneva. I'm not in no other authors' pages at all. Period. Point blank. I listen to my book besties. Who doing what? Oh, okay, that's crazy. I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
I'm not
Maybe too entitled.
I'm in the urban fiction. I'll check in on that, see what releases. But am I in authors groups? No. You want to know why? Because me as a reader, you want to know why? I protect my peace. I protect my peace. You're not about to stress me out, and I'm a reader. So you.
Ain't nobody finna stress me out. But they need to stop.
But
these people who violate and need to cut
because
shit.
Then I get to going back and forth with you. Like, why are you even in this group? And then it'll be a whole little mess. I'm not even in those. You know what I say? Oh, that's nice. I support, retweet. Make sure y'all support if you read it. But when it comes to me, none of these authors can say, like, Jasmine don't even. I'll wait till the book release. I don't want arcs that bad. Me doing work? No. I'll wait. Now, if it's an author that I'm Jatoria, that's different. Some authors, different. But I'm not requesting no art. No, I don't want it. I'll wait till it's released. I support it. I put my money where my mouth is. If my book bestie said, go buy it, Jazz. Here's my money. Yeah. I'm gonna buy it.
I feel like people forget that authors
I'm not doing that.
Are human, and what they gonna do is fuck around and find out. That's what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Relax, because everybody ain't so sweet. They might be sweet presenting,
but they shouldn't be like that. I should be nice and kind to you, and you should be respectful to me. If I'm nice and kind to you, if I'm saying my book is gonna be released soon, you should not be angry with me. This is my work.
Yeah. Well, some people do got mental health issues.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that I know it's people that live in the land of Delulu. I'm one of them. Yeah. I am, but I got the good enough sense to know.
Yeah, to be respectful.
And if I'm in somebody, like I don't really go to a lot of authors' inboxes. Now, if I go, it'll be a question. Yeah. And they'll say whatever it is, and I stay out of it unless we are having a dialogue about said.
Right. Now, unless we're having a conversation.
If you ain't responding to it, I'm not gonna keep coming back to you talking about when this and when that.
What you saying?
Jokingly saying when Olivia Linden, where is luck? We might say that. You know what I'm saying? But she know it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's never we not gonna talk to her until she release love. Right. Or I'm gonna hound her at the thing. We be cracking up and then we move the fuck on. It's not move the fuck on.
Cause it don't be that deep.
I told y'all earlier they don't got no friends. They don't got nothing outside of him.
That's why I said I don't be in them reader
They
groups.
don't got no real friends.
I do not be.
And these people are not real.
Cause somebody would have told them, sit your ass down.
And it takes Storm to tell you they're not gonna pick you anyway.
I can't.
Damn, hold on. What I did?
Fighting words. Dang on.
But you know what I'm saying? It take people. It's not, the characters are not real.
Yeah, not in real life, but they're real to me.
They already tied to somebody, I'm sure.
Yeah, look, everybody that had them, anybody that picked up the damn book.
I'm not. That's okay. It's not that
Because
deep.
my man's is for the streets.
Right.
All of them.
All of
I forgot my other book.
Everybody had a turn.
Crime. I forgot about him.
Look, everybody that had a turban, even sometimes at the same time. So,
listen, we all experiencing this. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Stop taking the fun out of reading and enjoying stuff, because the authors are gracious enough to donate their time because they don't have to. They're gracious enough to give snippets because they don't have to. They're gracious enough to say, hey, I'm going to put on this book event, or event coordinators or whatever, whoever, because guess what? They don't have to. But authors, stop taking that shit for granted like your shit don't stink, because your shit stinks sometimes.
Yeah.
Get their ass the couple.
I just think about, when I was, last week I was doing a lot of research on book conventions, and I saw, on the other side, the girls were at a Polycon, which was like a Wednesday through Sunday event. And I'm watching all of this footage, and I'm like, this is what I want from my community. I want my community to have the same type of experiences. But how can you ask for that? How can you ask for that when people are disrespectful to the authors? You're asking for the same type of, things that they just throw money at them. And all the money that went into that event, all of the freebies and the free arcs and stuff. And not to say that they don't have their issues too, but, we're trying to get a little something. And the little something that we got people messing it up by pirating the author's work, by disrespecting them. And I listen to the authors and how sometimes they seem so defeated. Like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Yeah. I'm doing it all my own. I don't have a big publisher and I don't have Barnes and Nobles and Books A Million behind me. I'm doing it all on my own, giving you everything that I have, plus my everyday life, like Candace was saying. And then y'all are gonna be being disrespectful. Why am I even doing this?
But authors, hold on, authors. Y'all not off the hook either.
Oh, get there. Get there.
Listen,
get on them.
If a reader takes the time to come see you,
act like
I'm not saying that you got to be kissing their ass. I'm not saying
no, definitely not.
All I'm saying is if a reader comes to see you and they're excited to meet you, kind of somewhat meet their excitement. I'm not saying you have to be jumping up and down and all this stuff, but act like you're glad to see them. If they buy something from you, communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate with them what is going on.
Yeah.
Especially if it's over an extended period of time. Communicate with them people.
Yeah.
Because guess what? They don't have to buy your shit.
No. And they came to see you.
I'm not even talking about just events. I'm talking about period.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, authors, as a consultant, and I mean this with my whole heart, and I say this in love, get your fucking website. Because guess what? When you say, oh, cash at me the money, but
girl,
I know what said product is.
Nope.
No, that's not how you do business. You have to learn the rules of business. Just because you just want to write does not mean that this is
you got to learn the rules
business.
of business.
Customer service is important. Communication is important.
You have to, when you're taking someone's money, you have to be professional. You cannot take people's money and then go off with it, without
You
being,
don't say shit.
you
So
know,
she's saying it nice. I'm not.
yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to hold my peace here, but I don't like when people do things like that because I've been stiffed a few times, not just once, but a couple of times. Darrell has been stiff a couple of times. If you and hey, wait a minute, one more. Speaking of Darrell, if you don't know what the fuck you doing, stop doing it.
That part.
Because look at this. They need to take some lessons.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing,
Cause that right there.
if you cannot commit, you have to communicate with the authors. If you're doing something for an author, and you have to you communicate with that author. Hey, this is what the product looks like. Are you okay? Get that check off on it. Don't send no bullshit in no mail.
Yeah.
But you know what? I
Ernest said show
feel,
it again. They book.
huh?
He said show it again.
Well,
Girl.
Shannon's box, you got the box.
Yes. Now this is a box. Look how pretty that
like a
is.
little purse.
I mean, this is a box.
That's a book box right there.
Girl.
But you
They not
understand what I'm
expensive
saying?
either.
If you don't know what you're doing, find somebody to help you.
And
Yeah.
stop trying to jump on a bandwagon because that's what's selling. And the readers is, diving in, getting these. You want to make a quick dollar. Okay, it's enough business out there for everybody, as the people say. But if you want to sign up and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah,
You just put that shit together.
Yeah,
these
book
I
boxes.
have one. Stop asking me for my address.
Oh.
Saying you're gonna send me something. I don't want nothing for free.
Oh.
Never ask for it. Don't call me. Don't send me a book. Tell me where it is. Drop the link.
Right, my teeth.
Engage. Don't call.
Mine
Just
empty.
say,
I
hey,
gotta get a
hey
refill.
Jazz. You call me Jazz. Hey Jazz, please can you recommend this book to your book club? Drop the link where it's at. I said, okay, I recommend books all the time. Don't ask me for my address because I'm not giving it to you.
Or you'll be offended if they don't give it to you.
I'm not.
Now,
I'm not even gonna ask you. I
packet,
don't ask you for a free book. Don't slide in my DM saying you're gonna give me a free book. No, you for real. Drop the link. Engage. Hey Jazz, I'm a new author. Y'all know you got a book club. Can you just put this on the list? Fine.
I'm not gonna say okay. So that's Jazz's opinion. My opinion is if you decide that's what you want to do, I'm not asking you to send me a book. I never, as an interviewer, I don't ask. I'll ask you if your book is on KU. If your book is not on KU, where can I get it so I can get it to read it? Because again, when I interview an author or someone or a vendor or whatever, I want to make sure that I'm well versed in something. You know what I'm saying? I don't just read for clickbait. I'm a reader. I read the whole book. So when we're talking, I can talk about it. Just like people were surprised that I read Eddie D's book. I love superheroes.
We read it now, girl.
When I tell you that book is fucking good. It is good. So when he realized, oh no, you for real fan. I am a Marvel fan. I like DC Comics. So when we're talking, we talked about those different things. Because again, that is along the lines of his book. You have to be real versed in something that is going on with that author and with
right. Instead of just trying to make $1.
Right. Because I don't get paid for this.
I will say this, and I'm going to be very serious about it. I feel like, especially with our group, there's a lot of people within our community that want to uplift and support Black authors. And we support them, and we go full-fledged with it. And I just feel like it's just so wrong and hurtful when an author or a company takes your money that you've worked hard for when you're trying to support them and they don't give you the things, or they scam you, or they go ghost on you, or they send you crap. You know what I'm saying? It's hurtful because we're trying to help you. We want to see you succeed. You know, we want to uplift you. You know, a lot of the authors that we have, interviewed, we've become friends with some of them. You know, every time they drop something, they know that we'll read their stuff, we'll post their stuff. And if you ask me for my address and I don't really know you, and you don't send, you say, "Oh, I'm gonna send you something. Let me get your address." I'm sitting here. If I don't ever hear from you again, I'm like, "Why are you asking me for my personal information?" If you never send me anything, that leads me down the road of what are you doing with my personal information?
Exactly.
Or if you ask me to purchase something from you and I send you money over Zelle or Cash App, I'm trusting that you're going to give me my thing. You know what I mean? If I don't hear from you for months on end, I feel hurt. I am really hurt by some of the authors that have done that to me.
Right.
Because I really did it. Not, I could have easily gone to Amazon and bought those things. But I'm trying to make sure you get the money.
Yeah.
You trying to support.
I want to support you. I want to make sure you're getting the money that you need. How can you sit here and tell us that Amazon don't treat y'all right, but then when we send you the money, you don't give us the things? Like, what is that? Like, what are we doing? You know, because I can tell you this much. If I got a problem, I can go to Amazon. They'll give me my money back.
Immediately. And sometimes they'll let you keep it.
And also, they'll ship me your things for free.
Yeah.
Why am I going to the event and your books are 3 times as much as what they are on Amazon? How is it right that I'm
get their ass, girl,
go to this event to see you? I came to see you, to purchase your book from you, and then I look on Amazon, your book is $7, but I'm at your table is $25. Why? So it's
why?
Like you have to also understand as a reader, you know, how you're, and it's not everyone. I mean, there have been plenty of authors that have, sent me free things. I've given them my address. They've been very communicative. I had an author today that there was a mix up. She was right on top of it. When I tell you, very the customer service was 20,000. There have been plenty of authors that are pre-ordered with. There's been delays. They know how to have customer service.
Yeah.
Happen. You know what I'm saying? They can happen. But you have to understand that with the reader, they're spending their money. You're asking for their money. You have to have good customer service. You have to be communicative with them. Just because you say that this is a pre-order doesn't mean, well, this is not a firm. I had a company tell me that's not a firm date. It's loose. So that means that I purchased something last year and you never give it to me. And if I ask for it for my money back, well, you signed up for this. There's no refunds. No, that's not how you do readers.
That's how you do business.
Yeah. And if it were you, you wouldn't want that. And then on the other side, readers and ARC readers and these people, stop taking these authors' work and going posting in these other places.
Exactly.
That part.
Hell,
so that's not the intended
it's not
purpose of the art.
Yeah, you're supposed to read it and give feedback or a review if you like it. But as far as taking their work and doing what the hell you want to do with it, that's not right. That's not right.
And I'm going to say this, authors, and this is going to be my last thing before we move on. Authors and readers. Readers, if an author sends you an art and they ask you to sign an NDA and you want to read it, sign the fucking NDA.
Yeah.
If authors, stop being afraid to send an NDA.
Yeah, it's needed. You need to protect your work.
You have to protect you.
Protect your work.
Because
and if somebody doesn't have ill intentions, they'll go ahead and sign it.
Right. I get a whole lot of books that authors entrust for me to read and provide my review.
Right.
It is okay to send an NDA. Because if someone goes out and posts it on Amazon, or even if you sending out snippets, if they're part of your book club, make them sign an NDA before you send stuff out.
Yeah.
I know it's a headache, but you have to protect you
Yeah.
and your brand.
I feel more
Because
comfortable when an
people
author
don't
says,
give no fucks about you and your brand. They want to do what they want to do because they see a come up.
Mm-hmm.
But readers, stop expecting to get everything. You don't. Sorry, you don't get invited to all the events. Sorry, you don't. People are not sending you things. But if you are a true reader, it shouldn't matter.
Mm-mm.
I agree with that. And as a reader in a reader community, you do not have to be an ARC reader.
Yeah.
You don't. You can be in this community. You can build community. You can post about your books, and you do not have to ARC read or beta read. You don't have to press yourself to do that. You don't have to do that. That is all your own time and your own life. If you want to ARC read, that's nice. I love that. Love that for you. But if that's not your ministry, don't sign up and don't do it. And when authors ask me, yes, I want to see you an ARC, understand this. If I say yeah, I will quick to say I don't ARC read. I don't because I just that's not my ministry. Now I agree for some people, but I'm selective of who I ARC read. That's me because this is free.
Yeah.
I got a 9 to 5. Okay, I got bills that I gotta pay. Got a baby too.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm a strict in the reader space. I don't be an author business. I don't know who beefing with who. I might see it in passing. That ain't my business. That ain't I stay completely out of their business. I'm in a reader space only. Authors in reader spaces. I respect y'all over here. But again, I don't be in y'all business at all. So when it comes to
Thank you.
positive, negative reviews, all that other stuff, all that art read stuff, I leave it to my book besties. I follow them, and if they recommend it because they art read it, they know that I'll read it. But I'm strictly in a reader only space. I don't
And
comment
that's
on
good.
authors beefing because I see authors beefing all the time, especially on Facebook. They be going head up over there. I stay in my reader space. That ain't my business. I don't know who beefing with who stole who idea in the author space. That ain't my business.
Well, it's
Okay,
good to have
I
healthy
just read the book.
boundaries.
I just read the books and I post my own reviews. I don't be tagging authors in good or bad reviews. I strictly straight over here. Okay. Same day. If you gonna sign up for an ARC, do the ARC. If authors send you, hey, I like my art readers like this, and this, and this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you agree to that, that's what you agree to. Because I'm not gonna accept nothing if I read the fine print. Because authors do say that. I think Octavia Grant in them, they had their own little. It's a format. Some authors got a format. Hey, this is what I like in my review, whatever how it is. If you got a negative one, wait for 2 weeks. You accept that. That's what you accept. If it's too much, you can say no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Plenty of times I've said I will. I know somebody who beta read. I know somebody who arc read. That ain't me.
Yeah.
And one more thing, and then I promise I'm stop. I promise I'm gonna stop. I promise. Stop comparing yourself to the next reader.
That part.
Just because Latoya and Dianca and Charmy read fast as hell, and Candace, they read
I'm
fast
about to
as
say,
hell.
cheer, mom.
Okay.
They read fast as hell.
Out.
And they might get through 3 books before I get through my first
Sound
one.
shady to me.
I don't feel no way.
None.
Sound shady to
Even though
me.
I done found me a whole trick, baby. I done found me a trick so I can keep up now.
She be
But
listening
I
in
don't.
Spanish.
Right. But just because they might read 30 books, I might have only got 12.
That's
Or
fine.
I might have only got 2. Read
And that's
at
good.
your own pace. It is okay.
Exactly.
It's
Don't worry about
okay.
what's
It's okay.
on your Kindle. Don't worry
It's
about nobody
okay.
else.
People, I
Exactly.
posted how many books I read on Blue Sky. They was like, I said, y'all don't know nothing about the book world because my bestie can read that. My bestie will go read circles around y'all, but it's not no competition. Read whatever you see. The thing is, I read books that I love or like. I never read something that I don't like unless it's a book club read. I gotta push through, but that's different. I read books that I like. I don't never. It's rarely that I'm giving out bad reviews because I read the books that I like, and if I don't, I DNF them. That's just how I am.
All right, y'all. So we gonna wrap this up because I done had y'all on here for 2.5, almost 3 hours. Okay, so how can one join the Books We Love to Discuss book club?
Hit the
Link in the
Geneva.
bios.
Come to the
Geneva.
Yeah,
what
I think we all have the Geneva in our link trees.
bio.
Link
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
in our bio.
bio.
And we love new people. So you know how some book clubs are like, nah, y'all, we not taking new people. We always taking new people.
Come
We always
on.
love new people.
Okay, like we read everything. Like we literally read every genre. We always, try to read new authors and stuff like that. And come hang out with us on Messy Monday if you like messy books.
And
Hmm.
that like, and they're not, and like, it's not required. We're always reading something, but it's
Right.
not required.
Yeah.
Like you can hop in and hop out however you feel like.
Whenever, like, and you can come up if that's what you want to do. You can hang out with us on Tuesday for Tasty Tuesday. That it just depends. Okay, you might get some romance, some erotica, some crazy shit. You just never know. Okay, and then on Saturday we do our weekly book discussion. Y'all make sure y'all come tomorrow because the book we're doing is what is it
I
called?
accidentally hooked up with a vampire by
Yeah.
Jessica Cage.
Yeah, that's the book we'll be discussing tomorrow. So yeah, like and we also introduced the traveling book to the book club. So
Let's
yeah,
talk about the traveling book.
yeah, we do that too as
Also,
well.
our Geneva is really lit. Like
Yeah.
we put in the free books that you know how authors have free books. Whenever we see them, we post them there. So we have a place where you can just go get those. We have book recs. You can keep
Hmm.
up with what we're reading. We have chats. We have
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff going on in there. So
Yeah.
definitely come to the Geneva as well because it's lit there, and we have a social for the book club as well, so you can stay up to date, know
Yeah.
what we're doing. So yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say is if this app does go away on Sunday, like people are anticipating, yes, their wig is doing the most with China.
Not wig. I'm hollering. She called it
Always.
a
She called
goddamn
him
wig.
Will.
Wig. Listen, that man called him wig. I said I will adopt that. I
Definitely
identify
call him
with him.
Wig.
So Wig is doing a lot with the tariffs and China, and they're supposed to be taking TikTok off the table. It is not confirmed, but it's a very real possibility that TikTok will be gone for good.
Because they told all they business. They telling it on Facebook
Or
too.
if that even if it's not that, I think they're trying to take the sale off the table because they're upset. So just Rakia, go to my link.
And you can
Anybody
check
on
our
here,
bio.
click
You'll
the
see
go to
the
you'll see it. Books.
It's an app.
Yeah, it says books we love to discuss, and you click on that.
yeah. Do not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Geneva
I'm
is
not
a social app, so it makes being part of the book club really
right.
easy. Because there's like you download the app and there's different rooms for different things. So, you know, if we are discussing like the book of the week, or if we're discussing the Tuesday book, or just chatting, or just putting up free stuff.
Mm.
But there's lots of people that actually do Geneva, and there are several other people that do book clubs on Geneva. So, I mean, it's not like if you join Geneva, I mean, it would be great if you joined it just for us, but it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be just for us.
Yeah.
So just make sure that if this app goes away, that does not stop the discussions. I believe the discussions will be held in the Geneva app
Yeah.
under the
Yep.
chat.
Definitely,
Right.
click
Yep.
the
We'll
link
just move it
and
on
join
over.
us, girl. And look, tell your other book girlies about us too. Come on. The more
That's
the
right.
merrier.
Right. So what's the rules to the book club?
No drama.
We don't
And
do
just
drama.
love books.
No drama.
And
Point
like
blank
We
just
don't do
period.
no
drama
drama, be
at all.
respectful, and
Yeah.
bring good recs from black authors.
Yeah. Because
Because
we only read
it
black
is a
and
book club that centers black authors.
yeah.
Whether it is black indie authors, black traditional authors, it does not matter,
Yeah.
just as long as they're black.
Yeah. For
All
sure.
genres. We'll read any of the genres.
Mhm.
We don't mind. We will take
'Cause I
your
mean, look, we at Paranormal Tomorrow. We've been at Monster Romance. We've been at Alien Romance. We've been
Dark romance.
Urban. We've been Dark Romance. We've been Contemporary.
The
Like
cowboy
we read
romance.
everything.
Cowboy
Everything.
Romance,
Even
of
fantasy.
course.
We read
You know
everything.
I love my Cowboy Romance.
Yeah.
Contemporary, we read it all. So
Yeah.
it's not that. So if you're interested in a book club, and the reason I wanted to be on here is because I'm so proud to be part of this group of women. Not only do they give good book reads, we have good conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be spirited, sometimes not, but most times it's always done in love. No one never leaves with hurt feelings. If hurt feelings are a part of it, we talk it out and we move on.
Absolutely.
We
We
do
don't let
not
no
harbor bullshit.
Yeah.
So if you're drama filled, then no. But
Yeah.
I didn't want popular shit to end without you guys as a book club on here. But I was gonna make some space. But I'm glad you guys are on here. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
Thank
We
you
for
for
love you.
having
Know we
having
me.
us.
love
Oh,
you.
hold on. Before we go, we gotta give Nicole her flowers.
Period.
Yes.
Nicole, you about to be in the author space. You know we love you. You know you
We
give
do.
more. You give to the community, and you carve out your space. And we love all of the stuff highlighting these authors, telling us about books, putting people on. You
Yes.
deserve all your flowers.
Yes.
And you
Absolutely.
deserve all of the love that is being poured into you. Don't
Yes.
you
Yeah.
doubt that. Your author debut, you already know you got readers in us. We gonna be all up in
Exactly.
that thing.
We got
Reading,
readers in
reading.
us.
You gonna be on the other side of us saying D saying, okay now, man.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait, she
Nicole.
go. Dion post her. It's what up, y'all? Ain't want nothing for real.
Ain't one up for
Y'all
real.
go check out my girl Booked and Busy. Nicole just released. Go
Right.
check
Like,
it
look, don't
out.
play with her.
So understand,
Period.
accept all your flowers. We love you. We
Yes.
support you. Don't ever feel like you cannot pop in on us and see us and drop some knowledge.
Period. Okay.
Your book events, everything that you doing in this book community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put your name with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Exactly.
else in them staples and them events and those all the other stuff. Your name right there, Nicole.
right there.
Absolutely.
You in
And
the
and
room
I
and bust
also
it
I
open.
also want to add that
No,
just
the room, the
because
door,
you are
the door.
doing all of these fantastic things, don't ever think that you are never books we love to discuss.
Okay.
Because there would be
Exactly.
no books we love to discuss without Nicole.
Exactly.
Right.
Y'all
Don't
not gonna make me
cry, but
cry.
when you walk into a room, we're there with you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Every time.
And those are facts.
And we
Every time we
support
see her.
you and we love you and pour into you. You are supposed to be in that book space that you are supposed to be
Yeah.
there. I,
Absolutely.
in the rooms, making the deals, helping these authors.
Yep.
You are supposed to be there. You are very much needed, and
Yeah.
we love you.
And
I
pop
love
your
y'all
shit.
too.
But
Right,
just
and
love.
pop yo,
Exactly.
and pop yo. Tell you got to tell the people all that's coming up. Pop yo, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I can't say my baby sit right here, but pop
Okay.
yo stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
So thank you guys for that. I appreciate y'all because sometimes I be feeling like I'm failing y'all, but
Girl, stop it.
I
Never.
We
do.
love you.
Ever.
I do. But that's my feeling to have.
You right.
Um,
But we don't feel that way.
I know, but I do. But what I will say is, without you all, I would not have popular shit.
Mm.
Without you guys, I would not venture into writing. Without you guys, I would probably be boring and bored at home. I appreciate you guys. You guys have really changed my life. I love the perspectives that you give, whether I agree or disagree. I love the fact that you guys um, showed me new genres to try and ended up liking them. I'm glad for the fact that I can recommend some things and you guys try them and you guys act like y'all like them.
We
And
look, we
I'm
like
very appreciative of each and every one of you. And I wish nothing but the best for all of you, because without you, it would not be a me in this space. So because you guys are so, I mean, because again, I came in this space as an older woman, and I know that let me get my thought out before I start crying. I
Take
came
your
in as an
time.
older woman, so I'm a woman in my 50s, and to come into a space with the girls that are in their 30s, their 20s, 30s, and 40s, it was a little daunting, because I was like, they don't think my ass is old or something's wrong with me or be crazy or whatever, and you guys didn't. So I I'm very appreciative of you just accepting Nicole, not Nicole the mama, Nicole the older lady, Nicole the workaholic, Nicole Skittles mama. You just accepted all of me, and I'm
Somebody
very
trying to tell your
grateful
business,
to do.
girl.
Girl, he be telling everything.
He said you still being fast.
Listen, I am fast. Cause guess what? Guess what? Guess what? When you turn 55, you can still be fast if you want to. Cause guess
Say it
what? You are
again.
say
grown.
that.
Guess what I
That
became my
part.
own damn big
That's
folks?
grown.
That's
Cause I'm
Grown.
grown.
wrong.
Grown. So I do want to make an announcement.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
You guys are the first to hear it.
We
Ooh,
listening.
exclusive.
I have my pen name.
Ooh.
So it's going to be
Yay.
LaCole with an L, Key. So, and I'll tell you why the name is significant. So, my dad's mom could never say my name.
She said you pregnant.
I'm not. My dad's mom
This
could
is what
never
we
say
talked
my
about.
name. And she would call me LaCole. It was never Nicole. So, it was always
Oh,
LaCole. So, it's easy for me to use that name in reference to my grandmother. Now, the
Right.
reason why
I love that.
I picked Keys is because that's representative of my maternal grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
That is their last name. So I
Okay.
decided to put them both together, and
That is
that's
so
going to be my
sweet.
pen name.
I
I
love that.
like
Love
That's
it.
so
that.
cute.
I love it.
That is so cute. I'm excited.
You know I like that love. You know I like that love. And every time I come in the room,
Ooh.
I will say love.
So that's going to be my pen name, LaCole Keys.
LaCole Keys.
Now I can't
Okay.
wait to get a book
See how
for
this
you to
work out?
sign with
Okay,
Nicole Keys
period.
on it.
Yes.
Period. I'm excited.
So I am supposed to be finished because I have two projects I'm working on. So I'm working on
Okay. Period.
um, L. Osborne's what is it? Occupational Fantasies,
Mm-hmm.
where I am writing about a truck driver,
Oh.
and that's all erotica.
Ooh. Next.
The second one is called Mile High. So the first one's called Heavy Load.
Oh
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
shit.
that's a good
Second one
title.
is called Mile High.
Heavy
And then the
load.
third one is called Protect and Service.
Oh shit now.
That's what's up.
Well, we'll be waiting,
Okay, period.
ready to purchase.
Oh, I want to say something
Exactly.
to Nicole. Now, I'm not taking away from what you said as far as like what you were saying, like if you would have never met us, you would have never been what you are. But I disagree with that, because what's meant for you is gonna happen regardless.
Exactly.
Like, it didn't even matter if you met us or not. This was destined for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not taking away from what you said. I'm just saying you can't give us the credit because it was in your plan.
It
I know, but
was.
it
For
was
this to
the
happen.
encouragement that made me come forward.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from what you're saying, because that's not wrong. But I just want you to understand that, girl, it's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Okay? It's you.
Is you.
That's all I'm saying. Listen, I respect it.
Sister Harlem said it was preordained.
I let
Sister
you get
Harlem
it off.
always be talking to junk.
Go
I'm
ahead,
just
Sister Harlem.
saying,
Let
like,
her
You heard what
know.
she
I
said.
her shit
It was
about her.
I
preordained.
know
It
she
was
gonna get me later.
preordained.
I'm not worried about it. She gonna
I
get me
love.
later.
Go ahead, Sister Harlem.
I'm
Let her
just
know.
saying. But
It
that's
was
true
meant to
though,
be.
because
That
what you
is true.
said, it's gonna happen regardless of who you in front of.
Exactly.
If it's for you, it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
It was already written in stone, baby. You got it. It's you.
I'll accept that.
Period.
All right, so I've held y'all long enough. Let me.
This was a pleasure. Okay, like you.
Yes, thank you, Nicole.
Very much so.
All right, coming up on Pop Your Shit on Sunday, we have Arthur Cole.
Okay.
I'm super duper excited to interview him. He gave me such a beautiful acknowledgement in his second book, and it warmed my heart. So thank you, Cole.
I love that. We're gonna have to
But he is about his business, and I'm super duper excited for him. And what I've read so far, it's really good. I have to confirm with Asia Corners for Sunday, and then I have my cousin. I'm sorry, I got to do a little nepotism. My cousin Brianna, she writes children's books, so she will be on Friday.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then that is the end of the Pop Your Shit for April. Coming up in May, I have on May 1st, I have Marked by Ty Lee. May 2nd, I have written her books.
Okay, Brent.
On Sunday the 4th, May 4th, I have Tina J.
Okay.
So I'm super duper excited about that. Coming up in May, I have the Urban Tea Room. I have Natalie from the Urban Tea Room. If y'all have not had her teas, OMG.
I'm about to check her out. I love tea.
So good. And she has book box teas. So like she has a Delgado tea, a tea for every character. Mm-hmm. She has one for The Devil Wears Baccarat. She also, and Mason Neiman. They're all in the same box. She also has one for Potts.
Okay. I'm about to check her out. I love
it. It is really good. So she's in Augusta, and her box is beautiful. I have Andrea from The Audacity. I have Monique Fisher. She has now she can go live, which I'm super excited about. I have Misha Mish. I'm gonna do a redo with Misha Mish because I did not like how our interview on IG was. I just did not like it. Mm-hmm. I have Jay Jones coming up. I have Cassie C.M. Campbell, Cassie Reed. I have her, and I have Nabby coming up. So I'm super duper excited for the ones coming up in May. Good. So that's on Pop Your Shit. As you guys know, I have a consulting company. I represent Storm, do PR for Storm. It's some good things coming for Storm. I'm super duper excited that we're implementing for her. I represent Sharice Carr. Some good things coming up with her.
Triple C.
Yes. Let's see. I have a couple of other authors. Shelly P. I think she said she interested. But we'll talk about it. Micah, we'll talk about it.
Come on to the team, Shelly P.
I'm gonna interject myself in Cole's world, and we're gonna talk about it for him as
well. Yes, join the team.
As far as my socials, I have YouTube. If you guys can please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
It's in the bio.
It's in my bio. Everything is in my bio as far as my social medias. But YouTube is where I will be should this app come down. And this interview will be on YouTube in its entirety. So if you guys want to replay or people missed it, you can catch it on YouTube. As you guys know, I represent Storm. She has a website. If you guys are looking for good reviews, Storm actually has some really good paranormal review recommendations, fantasy, all that kind of stuff, because that's her thing. And she write like she talk. Right. If you guys are looking for a planner, she has a 3-in-1 planner: self-care, social media planning, and I think it's an affirmation type of planning. It's really good. So go to her website and download it from her website, because she took a lot of time and care to help make sure that you're good in all areas. Make sure you follow her on her YouTube because we're trying to do a few things, and it's some big things, and I'm scared. But
don't be scared.
No, I mean don't be scared. She needs to be scared, and I'm scared with her. We're gonna work it out.
Y'all got it.
Make sure if you're looking for small events, the Boozy Book Tour, the Boozy Book Tour, they have several days coming up. I know they have Raleigh coming up, Virginia coming up, and Chicago coming up for this year. Next year they have Vegas, Denver, which is the Dungeon Night. I'm not Denver is the Dungeon Night, and Seattle is a White Shoes Night with the Alice in Wonderland theme. April, I will be going to Shelly P's event.
Ooh.
It's the Shelly. Tell me the name of the event again, baby, because I forgot. You know, I'm old. I'm old and forgot. But anyway, it's in April of 2026 in Los Angeles. I will be at that event. I just know that I'm supposed to wear denim, and I'm coming to help.
Period.
The Cali Author Takeover. So her event is April what? So while she's getting that, we have that event. I'm doing my first event along with Good Girl Reese, LaShawn. We're doing a Napa takeover. When I tell you it's books in Napa, we'll be doing a tour of Oakland, San Francisco, so that you guys can see it. April, there's the date. It's April 24th to the 25th. It's called Denims and Converse. I will be there with my foolishness and my mayhem. Napa is September 4th through 6th. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is a full packed day. Friday we'll be doing a tour of San Francisco, Oakland, Sausalito, Half Moon Bay. Friday night will be a dinner. It's some good surprises on Friday night.
Ooh.
You may not want to miss this. I'm serious. It's some shit getting ready to happen. Excuse my language. Saturday we will be in the countryside of Napa. If you are not drinkers, I will have mocktails for you available. Please let me know if that is not for you. But if you are into the foolishness and mayhem of wine tasting, we will be tasting all the wine. So we will be going to 5 wineries. We'll be going to Shandong, Visa Tui, Sutter, because it's across the street from Visa Tui, Casa de Amorosa, and Mums. So we'll be going those 5 wineries on Saturday. We will be there all day. Trust and believe. You're not going to be there for 20 minutes. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Damn.
And then on Sunday, we will have brunch, and we will be experiencing downtown Napa. So we will be visiting Jam Cellars. If you are very familiar with Jam Cellars, they wine is good. That's a whole vibe on Sunday at Jam Cellars, where they have a DJ and all the things.
Oh.
We're going to a Black-owned restaurant in Napa for brunch. There is a Black wine store that we will be going to, and then there's other walkable wineries in the area. We have transportation from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to Napa, San Francisco, everywhere. We have transportation covered for you guys. So that will be a time. So it will be a time. Saturday night, we will have a game night. And when I tell you, I'll be ready to play, because we're going to play some games. You don't have to be physical, but make sure your nails is okay, because, baby, we getting ready to play some games.
Oh, shit.
What else? If your guys are not following Sharice C. Carr, please make sure that you're following her on all her social media platforms. Also, if you're interested in being part of her street team, or wanting to know more about her new releases, or want to be part of her art team, please go to the link in my bio and click on the Sharice C. Carr link, and it will take you to her Geneva. So some things she has things going on with her health, and she's sharing her health journey with you guys. Recipes that's helping her lose weight, exercises, all the things. So I'm super duper excited for her about that. If you guys are looking for vendors, Latoya, down here at this bottom,
Right there.
right here, she made my merch.
She make a lot of merch.
She made my merch.
She made our merch.
She made Jatoria C's merch.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you're looking for author merch, check her out. If you're looking for an online bookstore, contact Shannon. Shannon is a jack of all trades. She knows how to do book boxes. She knows how to do author merch. She knows how to do websites. She knows a whole bunch. So make sure you check out Shannon. She has a book subscription. It's called Spend a Night with a Book that Daybug has purchased, and that's what it looks like.
It's so cute.
I'm super duper excited for her with this book box. And then Shannon's gonna be skimping on the things that go in that book box. It's
you sure don't
in there. All right. If you're looking for a graphic tees, contact Mika G in Graphic Tees. Go to her page. If you're looking for a narrator, please contact Good Girl Reads. LaShawn, she is becoming a narrator. I'm super duper excited for her.
Go girl.
Yes. If you're looking for an editor, stop fucking playing with my girl Tylee. Listen, Mark by Tylee is not playing. She edited the #1 book in the country, Jacques J. Crossing. Make sure she is reasonable in price. If you're looking for a good editor, Tylee is your girl. Now, her calendar is busy. So if you're trying to get on her calendar, make sure that you get over there and get on her calendar. Because when I tell you, she be coming with the fire.
Do it, Tylee.
And I think that is it. That is all that I have for you today. I really want to thank the ladies of the books we love to discuss. You guys are my heart. My cup always runneth over with you guys. And I so appreciate you taking the time to come onto my podcast and spend time with me, and so that we can kiki like we do in our book club meetings.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for coming on.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too, girl.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Happy
See y'all
reading.
tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.